And your boy Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
To the spoon to get your information. To the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television. Spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening in Monrovia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, to spoon. To spoon. To spoon. You from Vonjema, Maryland, to spoon.
You see, right after you see stool being thrown here, supporters of CDC are throwing stool. I mean, just before the statement of the AFCOP chairman could come to an end, you see CDCs are throwing stool towards this end. It is, I mean, it is chaotic here. It is chaotic. There you see, tools are being thrown here. And here you got the AFCOP chairman just spoke a few minutes ago. And you got supporters of the CDC throwing stool from the other end right here. You can see missiles, stools being slammed. And then tear gas have been fired. There you got the Liberian National Police on this end. Tear gas have been through. Here you got one. Yes, you got one. A tear gas right here being through on the ground up there. AFCOP headquarters. You see he's struggling to get it up. And here you got officers of the Liberian National Police firing tear gas towards this end. It's terrible here. And then AFCOP chairman had to run for safety. There again, you got another tear gas. I've been tear gas myself. You got police right here. He's carrying spoon in his hand. The police is regrouped right here. I can see myself. You can see from right there. The police are moving towards this end. Officers in the Liberian National Police are moving towards this end. I can't see any longer. They are
Yeah.
That be silent, yeah? I mentioned we plan to win. So we planning to win in the first round. That may or may not happen, but that's the plan, right? Seriously, that's the plan. Now, in an unlikely case, we'll support the opposition candidate and we'll support it publicly. So, I'm on record here, and I mean it. I say what I mean what I say. We will support the opposition candidate if we don't make it to the second round. But I am confident with the work we're doing, with the travel around Liberia, with making our case, we will win in the first round.
And I'm retiring from politics completely. My disappointment is that, unfortunately, over my many years in politics, we have not been chosen. I don't know a single place I travel in Cape Mount, 240 towns. Anybody ask me what I'm doing here? Not one person asked me. Nobody wanted to know what I had done. So you wonder why you come here? Nobody. And so I said to myself, if we are going to be that kind of country, then what will we be doing here? If the constituents don't care about what we do here. The other thing I experienced, and this is not my first time experiencing it, is that in our country we have what they call politics of identity. If the voter can identify himself with you, he doesn't want to know anything else. He doesn't want to know anything else. And I'm retiring from politics completely. My disappointment is that, unfortunately, over my many years in politics, we have not been chosen. I don't know a single place I travel in Cape Mount, 240 towns. Anybody ask me what I'm doing here? Not one person asked me. Nobody wanted to know what I had done. So you wonder why you come here? Nobody. And so I said to myself, if we are going to be that kind of country, then what will we be doing here? If the constituents don't care about what we do here. The other thing I experienced, and this is not my first time experiencing it, is that in our country we have what they call politics of identity.
I mentioned we plan to win. So we plan to win in the first round. That may or may not happen, but that's the plan, right? Seriously, that's the plan. Now, in the unlikely case, we will support the opposition candidate and we'll support it publicly. So, I'm on record here, and I mean it. I say what I mean what I say. We'll support the opposition candidate if we don't make it to the second round. But I am confident with the work we're doing, with the travel around Liberia, with making our case, we will win in the first round.
Yes, sir. A special one from the CEO, Stan coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
Tools of spoon to get your information. Tools of spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television. Spoon registration.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon, you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening in Monrovia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what's happening in the ministry, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon.
Okay, so folks, what a way to welcome you to another edition of the program. Of course, we're here tonight on the late night show, the late night politics on Spoon. This is where we gather with diverse views to talk about the happenings in the country, to talk about um, the issues, whether political. I mean, especially now that Liberia is at a critical juncture when we're making decisions about our country. We say the political fever is on, and of course, this is just a platform where whether you're for the Unity Party, the CPP, the CDC, regardless of which political party you support, you get to have a voice right here. And I want to say welcome again to the program tonight. My name is Nelson Collette, and let me say that we have the link in the comment section in case you want to join the show tonight. Kindly click on the link, and you will be able to make your input as well on the program tonight. You can join in. We encourage the females to join us as well because this is about our country. It's not just about the males discussing the issues, it's also about the females making their contributions to the national discourse. So, welcome to the show tonight. Let me go across and bring in some of the folks who have joined us here tonight. Let me bring in Sylvester Johnson. Sylvester, welcome to the show.
Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. And it's good to have you here. Let me bring in. Okay, I see Prince is trying to set up. Jerry is backstage, but he has his webcam off. His camera is off. So I bring in Vakabinda Toure, the man who has lots of books in his background. And Toure, welcome. It's great to have you.
And not just here, but I got a lot of books all over the place.
Lots of books all over the place.
All over the place, Nelson.
Books everywhere.
wow.
Bunch of books just all around the place.
All over the place, yes.
Welcome to the show tonight.
I love to read, Uncle. I love to read.
Yeah.
Nelson, but look, man, is it about coincidence that we're actually wearing the same color tonight?
Yeah, I think so.
It's my good luck charm, bro.
I think so.
I'll get extra second tonight, I feel.
Oh, extra second? No. It's gonna be extra minuses from you.
Uncle Sylvester, what's up? What's happening? Leave us.
Nothing much, man. You?
I'm great. Leave us.
See, Lloyd.
My man, yeah. That thing say not connecting. That whole thing.
They're not connecting. What thing? Speak your own.
Speak your own.
I tell you, speak your own.
I think mobile keeps shaking. Mobile, what's going on?
Nothing, man. The way you come with swag to now, where you come from, so man, like you suspicious, man.
It's almost weekend.
Out of work.
And I see the team damn me out of work.
You pass somewhere before you come to work.
Like my whole office, so.
Where you came from before you came to work?
What?
So let me welcome Jerry Nyimpa, the man from
Self-regulator.
The man not self-regulating to now. The number are top zone for the man.
I mean, your background civil.
Jerry.
And then I bring in Francis.
My background always say Big Brother Sylvester.
I just looking out for you now. I just looking out for you.
I mean, no politics here.
But that's no politics here.
No. I mean, for other hand, because he knows Sylvester. I mean, by here,
oh.
So,
man, that's all been
Soiree, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you. It's been a while. And good to see all of you guys.
Yeah. Good to see you, Francis. It's been a while, Francis.
Man, Nelson, don't be trying to let me in, man. He be sending the link late to YouTube.
Oh, but
by the time I click on it, the back is already full.
Okay. But I thought when the link is posted here, it automatically goes to YouTube. Because the link for Facebook.
Yesterday, I was on, even you know how you show the preview videos and all that stuff?
Yeah.
I was on before even those videos came out. I was waiting and stuff like that, but it did not come on YouTube until I even went on Facebook. You started pulling Jerry in, everybody and stuff. Yeah. I mean,
You
so like
still
you
could not get
busy man. You busy man. You be forgetting my YouTube.
No, but
no,
like
but
mostly,
it's
I just
not.
decided to block you
mostly
yesterday. I just blocked you all
No,
yesterday.
but actually, it's not about it's not the case where I will have to post the link one after another. It's just one click and then you post it. It should spread across automatically. So I'm still trying to establish why it goes to YouTube very late, because not just you. I think we
maybe
have
there could be some delay from Francis angle, but mostly I get it from YouTube.
No, I'm
And
always
you
coming
get
on
it from
YouTube.
YouTube, right?
as soon as the show start, I mean, I see the link. Mostly from my angle, though. I don't know from yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but it's great to be here again, and I want to say welcome to everyone. Prince, thanks for joining us tonight. I see it's like you're busy, sir. What's going on?
No. I done my report. I just trying to write a report. I'm done with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, so we are just few here. The females will be joining in later. We hope to have. Okay, so we have the link in the comment section. Again, we want you guys to kindly share the show on the different platforms.
One thing, I don't know if you know this, but I'll be putting in the comment section, especially on YouTube. You want to remind folks to like the page too, because I know it helps push the video in the YouTube algorithm.
Certainly.
So remind people to always hit the thumbs up button. It helps the channel too.
Yes, certainly. So you heard that right from Francis. If you're watching, you can try to do that as well. Just like the video, share it, so we have a great conversation. As you know, we're always here to serve you. It's 19 minutes past 1 a.m. at my end, and based on your respective locations. Jerry, what's the time at your end?
It's 10:21 a.m.
Oh, 10:21 a.m. No wonder why King Jong-un, decided to take some real issues with rough men like Donald Trump, because they mess up daylight. They mess up daylight.
I'm protected. I live right by the Air Force base of the powerful United States government. The Air Force base.
Okay. So you are protected, eh?
More than protected.
There was that strategic, right, Jared?
The only men are carrying Korean woman to the southeast.
Those men, King Jong-un, when you're ready, just move with it. You care, America.
Jerry said he's carrying Korean to the southeast, man.
But different conversation you won't bring.
I'm married a fellow woman from Bon County.
You gonna do that?
Be that one there. The Korean woman will be missionary. She'll be missionary.
Don't put me in a situation I can't handle.
You try to handle it somehow.
Because like one of the men falling in love on the show right here. So don't be
okay.
When you say one off, then you leave a lot of people.
Yeah, okay. You see,
how
many a day?
No,
I'm in love with the fellow people. But that's what
because some of us have connection with the fellow people.
No.
Anyway,
Senator Moe's daughter that grew up in my hand. His wife, she grew up in my hand. So Prince Moe is my personal, like a childhood friend. We grew up together. So
Senator Moe is my father-in-law, by the way.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Everybody from
Everybody
get the Korean father-in-law.
But Jerry.
It's
obvious said that wherever you see smoke, there's a likelihood of fire being there.
Jerry sent me the true picture. You want me to show it?
Canada again, yeah.
Oh, you get this time. Well, it's good to be here again. I want to say thanks to everyone. Moba, welcome to the show. Yes, our co-moderator came on a bit late. The man was caught between twists and turns. He had to attend to, a situation that he tried to handle. He said, look, Nelson, I'm going to handle this situation the right way. I said, okay, I trust that you can do that.
Always talking about allegation. Talking about allegation always.
I rather for Nelson enjoy himself.
Well, man will go to a hall and say, open the door. Then he say that he want living there. Does that make sense?
That's the thing he did to me yesterday, bro.
Wow.
In the middle of my deliberation, my man, you decided.
Yeah, I played a video that was similar to what you actually trying to send across.
Man,
so
that thing was funny.
No, but Nelson, I don't know. That's just my suggestion to the show. Even when the platform is filled and people in the background, when other people made a point, I think we should rotate them at once. That's what there. Because if you observe, a lot of people can be in your background, a lot of the people, including myself. Because I drive from here to my house is the 15 minutes. So when I get home, I get back on the link, I'll be in your background until, so now I'll say, my man, I got to go to bed. I just be listening to the show. I'll be commenting all, but I mean, it is so. I think we'll do it that way. Everybody will feel live comfortable and then satisfied. I know, because we can't restrict the platform to everybody. We can't restrict it to certain people. What I mean by that, even we that started the whole show, we can't say we are restricted. No. When I make my point sometimes and somebody need to come in, I mean, roll me up and bring the person in. And you see 2 or 3 person roll them up and bring the person in because they're the same one. That's the reason why they go on the link. You know, but if you just keep it in the back and they try to come in, you can't make
certainly
every 2
you're
3
right.
times.
You're right. We are going to rotate.
Right.
We'll rotate. Yeah. But again, there's an emergency situation. I think we have a comment here in the comment section. Okay, so how many of you see this?
Yeah, emergency.
An emergency armed robbery situation in your area.
Yeah.
The lady is okay. So we have her on the line. Let's have her to give us just a brief detail. I know the Liberian National Police follows this show a whole lot, you know, so they could just help in there with the situation. So welcome to the late night show. It's great to have you here.
Hi, my name is Kate Johnson. I live in Houston, Texas.
Okay, so what exactly is the situation right now?
Right now, my niece called me. There's some armed robber in the fence, busting up all the cars I have in the yard, and they're demanding that they give them the keys to the car. I've been trying to call whoever I know in Monrovia that could go to the aid, and nobody seems to be going there. I called some friends, and they tell me they're going, but they live way in town. How are they going to get there? That's the problem.
So
and everybody packed into.
So folks from the LMP are following as well. Where exactly is this situation happening? What's the location?
Yeah, the hospital up the hill. The hospital is, when you're coming from town, the hospital is on the right-hand side, and then the road on the left-hand side that goes all the way up the hill there. That's where the house is. When you say Camara fence, they know there's a Camara guy that lives there in a big white fence. He right opposite them. So you can
Okay. So we hope the LMP can move in as soon as possible to address that situation. You say it's happening around the ELW hospital?
Yes, right opposite the road, opposite the ELW hospital up the hill.
Okay. So the LMP, we hope can move in as soon as possible. Thanks for giving us that information. Thanks a whole lot.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So we hope the Liberian National Police can do this. We had similar situation with a fire outbreak some time ago, I think about a month ago. Now we have that situation. Today is about an emergency situation again, an armed robbery. Okay, so someone says is that studio. Is it audio or studio? I know of a studio junction around the ELW hospital.
Is it not the Rock Crusher era?
Yeah, she says.
That should be around that era. You're right.
So we hope the Liberian National Police can move in and help ASAP. Yeah. So this speaks to the security issues we have, and
there's a police station right around there.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
The SKD right there. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have to move on. We're here again, of course. Let me bring Eston on. Eston is in the background. Welcome to the show, Eston. Hello, Eston. You still trying to
I'm here,
decide
Nelson.
whether you would talk to us or not? You what? You in a tight position? You can speak now.
Yeah, I'm here. I can see you all, but you all cannot see me. How you doing, guys?
We see you. Oh, man,
We
what do
see
you
you.
mean?
No,
We
I
see
can't. I
you.
can't. Nelson. I'm always in a
You mean you can't see us, but we can see you, right?
Don't put me in that situation that you post to Ray in yesterday.
I tell you, man. But man, do you know how many
Okay, so
how many
guys,
presidents have
No, I
come
can
on
see you all
Africa?
now. I can see you. Mobile is wearing a jeans jacket. I can see you guys clearly.
My nephew.
Don't put me in a
Okay.
situation.
Yeah, no, you're not going to be in situation. But it's good to be here again. Of course,
Nephew.
just a quick update.
I respect you,
We
man.
have new results coming up from the National Elections Commission. Today the update wasn't that long based on the fact that majority of the results were out the day before yesterday. Friends were in the next day. Who's doing that? Kindly mute, guys. Let's try to mute. Okay, so interestingly, we had results out before yesterday, and so at the time it was at 99.3%. And so, based on the latest results from the National Elections Commission, they for the presidential results, we are at 99.97% to be completed with this entire thing with the October 10 polls, especially for the presidential category. As you know, there are two polling places where elections will be held tomorrow, according to the National Elections Commission. They're in Nimba County, District 4. And so the precinct has two polling places, and there is a total of 927 voters that are expected to vote at those two polling places. So that means that, and as we speak, the Unity Party is crawling a little bit behind the CDC. The CDC is in a slight lead with a little over 7,000 votes. So the two polling places that are remaining, you have 926 votes that are expected to be coming out from the two polling places where the elections will be held tomorrow. So assuming you were to give that all of that vote to the Unity Party, or let's say to the CDC first, assuming you were to give all of that vote to the CDC, they're going to be in a little over 8,000.
But nothing, there's any way, 1 second, I'm not calling, there's any way you can call the police, because the people still complaining, say, I don't know if you have the number of any police station or whatsoever, or Patrick Suru, the spokesman, what his name, Mr. Liverpool, call it, you can call in on there at least. You just, tell them, because people keep complaining.
You didn't get in touch with Mose Carter.
Yeah, you guys can get in touch.
Okay,
with
so
I have direct access to Mose Carter. I'm gonna get in touch with him right now.
All right.
Okay, okay, so listen.
Just mute yourself and then please. Yeah.
Okay, I think I should put him backstage while he tries to do that. Yeah. So Eston, thanks a lot. So we hope you can do that. So we have the police moving in as soon as possible. Because this is an emergency.
But Nelson, there's no way to call one.
Work on
what? I should call what? 911?
911.
Okay, guys, wait. Wait, I want you guys to hold on. Let's just hold on a bit. So we're gonna do this. So I am doing this now. Okay, so sorry guys. So what I'm doing now is that I'm dialing our 911, right?
Yeah. All right.
So I think you
Hello. Orange informs you that the subscriber.
So I'm going to dial
Now
911
goes to
again.
voicemail.
So we see how it goes.
Things
Another
where people
dial
don't want to go back in.
911. All right. Let me dial 911 again because we are receiving report of an
armed robbery.
A very an emergency situation. A very important issue here that requires state security intervention. And then I'm dialing 911 again, right? You see here again, right? So, okay, so let's do it again. Let me do it the other way. There's another way to do it where you have to dial a code, and then you dial the 800, and then you pull the 911 there. Now we have an armed robbery situation. Let's see what happens as we dial this number again. At that, okay, so this time around it's going through. It's going through this time around. Let's hope.
Hey, Lord, somebody pick up.
Good morning.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so am I speaking to the Liberian National Police?
You are on the Liberian National Police line. Who am I talking with, sir?
Okay, we're calling you live from Spoon Radio. We've received information about an emergency somewhere, an armed robbery situation going on around the Studio Junction, ELWA, and
Police don't have all the information. They are already on the scene.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Thanks a whole lot.
We're there about 20 minutes down there around there.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. That's number one.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so very much. Thank you for your service.
Just to say, you've been live on the radio. We thought to place this call like this, and that's great job. Kudos to you guys. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Okay. So,
you see what I say? My call 911. You see that, Nelson?
Nelson, you have to dial 800 number before putting 911.
So here is how it works, right? So normally there is this. We know that the code is 911. Yeah. But if you try the 911 is not going through, then you have to dial a GSM code, and then you put the 800 before putting.
Man, in a serious emergency, what time you get to dial all that thing there?
I mean, but the police on point on that, man. You give it out.
No,
to the
I
guys.
said they're not on point,
They've been there for about 20 minutes ago.
No, I give them credit, but Nelson,
want to give it up to the Liberian National Police tonight?
Yeah, but Nelson, in a serious emergency. What
Nelson,
time you put in a code, you put in there, you put. Come on now, make it simple as possible.
Do you have it?
Yeah, I have the WhatsApp.
Please, you should make a follow-up when you get a chance. Make a follow-up with the lady when you get a chance.
Yeah, so we're gonna see.
She watching, so that's fine. She watching. She already said.
But then Nelson, the president about to be said here now. Spoon about to be the 911 center.
But Spoon is the biggest network in the country, man. No joke about it.
No, I'm not joking. There's a serious matter, and the fact that she could not, and she reached out to Nelson, and Nelson plays a call. Obviously, that's something.
It was awesome. That was awesome. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So since we have the late night show, when you get emergency, you'll call the late night show. Then maybe we'll guys, we have to move on. Okay, so I see a lot of folks trying to come on, but we have the link up here. But what? Eston went to call Moses Carter. He lead there. He can come back.
But they gotta get right now.
They put him in the back.
I'm here. You put me. Nelson, you put me in the back. You put me in the back.
No, but you should have found some other means to come on.
But the man got no button on there. Right.
Anyway,
guys, I want to play my part. There are people at the scene right now. I didn't get Moses, but I got his deputy, who I'm also in touch with, one Vani, and he said people are around that area now.
We already called 911. They put already there before you can
take 911. They said they've been.
Don't play with our contact now. we're on the radio in Liberia, so we got a lot of numbers.
Yes,
trust
certainly.
me.
So again,
what legend?
Yeah, you're talking legend, then you want to talk. I mean, so let me say this again. Just for the benefits of those, for the benefit of those watching the show right now.
I'm a family how tax so.
Whenever, yeah,
What?
your family, you know, you just getting to know.
Yeah, I just getting to know seriously.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But thank God they say police say it there, so.
Okay. So again, just for the benefit of those watching the show, let me just say this. Let me just send this out for the benefit of those watching the show. Whenever you're in an emergency situation, you track dialing the 911 is not going through. That's 0770. You dial 800, and then you put the 911. So it's 0770 800 911, and you have someone to speak with from the Liberian National Police. We're not perfect, but gradually we're getting on point. We're getting there, and it can only get better. So again, welcome to everyone. We were just in flight talking about the results. Yeah. So the 900, little over 900 votes that are expected to come from the two polling places tomorrow. And yes, why this is going on, we have reached a stage where everyone is aware now that we're going to a second round, come what may. Whether you take the 900, the little over 900 votes and give it to the CDC, or you take it and give it to the Unity Party, whichever way you pull it, it's all clear now that we are going to a second round, because 926 votes cannot make any of the candidates a winner. Why are we talking about this? There's a full listing that has come out. I don't know how many of you have seen this, of legislators who will not be returning, who will not be going to the capital. We are more concentrated on the presidency, but the legislature is the first branch of government. And to a larger extent, what they do out there sort of influence a whole lot in our country, a whole lot. Though we have a system where most times the executive gets what it wants from the legislature, but their role is very key in everything that happens in the country. So I want us to take a look at this, folks. We're going to come back to the Unity Party thing. Of course, political parties now having different discussions in the background, discussions about how do you call it? Discussions about pledge of support to either the Unity Party or the CDC. We're getting information about some 2.5 million that's also on the line for you know, for a lot of those kinds of activities. But I want us to take a look at this. There is a listing, and I know a lot of you have seen this, of those lawmakers that will not be coming back to the legislature. We have 173 electoral districts in the country. About 50% of those lawmakers will not be coming back to the House of Representatives or either going to the Senate. What sort of message does this send? And let's also take into consideration some of the people who are replacing those lawmakers that will not be coming back. So you take, for example, where do we start? Representative Moses Akaras Gray is at the top of the chart here. Okay, sorry, Speaker Buffer Chambers is at the top of the chart here from how do you call it, Maryland County. You have Representative Moses Akaras Gray from District 8 Montserrat County. He's going to be replaced by how do you call him? Prince. Yeah.
Prince.
You have Solomon George. He's going to be replaced by Emmanuel Dan, according to the report that we're getting so far. Yes. So why do you think Liberians are reacting this way? Is this a normal pattern? Are they booting those individuals out because they underperformed? or are they removing those individuals because of some sort of cash that has played out in this electoral process? Why do we have this trend where lawmakers will go for the first 6 years, and before you know it, majority of those people do not return to the capital?
Which order you going in?
So let's start from Moba, and then we'll go to
Yeah,
Pure.
yeah, actually, right.
You
That's
have
a
Prince,
piece
you
of
driving?
But end of the day, I'm gonna commend the people of all the districts and county for doing the right thing, because I think for the past time, people keep electing people who stole from them, who just enrich themselves and send their family abroad, go to good schools, while the people who live in that district elect them live in poverty. So I'm, I'm very excited. I'm happy because it sent a caveat to the other people, to the other lawmaker who already there, and the other one who coming in. If you don't do our job, we're gonna kick you out no matter who you are. You can be the law school, you can be the hand pump, you can, but
are these decisions really made on based on the performances of those lawmakers? What do you think about, or is it because of the way some of those wanting to unseat those lawmakers who throw cash around in those different districts?
Yeah, listen, right. It's not because the cash like they spend districts, but I can say this for fact. The responsibility of a lawmaker is to make a law for the benefit of the citizen. So we cannot point no law those people make for the benefit of the citizen. For example, right? Look at the medical. Look at medical. Medical, although they can make it free, but they could make it cheap by taking money from in all the where the people who sell cigarette, who sell all the things, they get it there, but they don't want to do it because they're taking cuts from there. They can't put that bill. They can put that bill on the floor.
So, yeah. Lend your thought. Lend your thought.
You find out that the people now, the people is not benefiting. They are not the people. Only look at Askara going to district. Look at that place.
And that's where I was going. That's where I was going. Take for example, Representative Moses Akaras Gray. He has been a very vocal lawmaker. He's been one of the floor fighters, one of those individuals who will take the floor and push the argument and make sure that he gets the kind of result he wants to get. In some society, these are the kinds of lawmakers that people will want. Someone who can take the floor, who can push the argument, who can make the case for his district. Why do you think people, electors, especially take for example people of District 8, voted Representative Gray out?
I'll give you two factors. One, that incident that occurred on your campus. Two, go take your time, right? You already in Liberia. Go down, I want to say Rat Spring Valley, down there, that whole place, right? Yeah. Just go over there. You will feel bad about yourself. You'll be there. Wow. People living here, when the water, all down that area, the place is dirty. You see people living in Zinran. There is no improvement in that district. Look at the school out there. Look at the government school out there. For example, you in the district as a lawmaker. Look at the government school. Look, the people get all right to take all those lawmakers out. And I'm going to commend them. I'm so excited. Look, so now let's sit down and say, yeah, if only Liberians, right, can turn out again, if any lawmaker who will not do nothing for that district, will not pass a law, will not pass law to improve the life of our people, let them be elected, let them take them out. You should never vote them the same way they did the other lawmaker. And I'm going to commend the Liberian people for that.
Thank you. I'm getting some punches due to the absence of females on the show tonight. So we're gonna quickly do this thing. We're gonna rotate, get the females coming in. I see Shirley is in the background. She's backstage. I see Cindy is drinking some coffee or whatever. He's heavily loaded now. Let's take Prince. Yeah, Prince, go ahead. Why do you think we have this exodus from the legislature? And the people are speaking. Why are the people speaking this way, Prince?
Nothing, I like what you just said. When you overperform, for example, in the 10th grade, you overperform. If you're giving a test and you made 110, your classmate then, they appreciate you to say, damn, that guy is smart. But if you're in a class, and from first period to 10th period, your grade is 44, 30, 29. Every time they divide the paper, then you get your paper, you walk out. You mad. There is something. The people, Liberians, getting to realize that I don't care You get nothing. We put you there. Don't take her to be a fool. That the caveat Liberians send it on now. Next day, what you see Liberians doing now for the lawmakers, you know what? You might have done something in the community before you be elected. They're driving that small. So that alone signifies that, hey, I come out you are living Banave in one room. The Liberian people gave you their vote and brought you up there. You did not pay one. Can I say?
But Prince, don't you think being a floor fighter all by itself is something that should have the people re-electing the elector of Representative Gray, for example? He is not the only one. Representative Russell in Swakoko Dennis of District 4 was one of the very good lawmakers there at the House of Representatives, but she was put out as well.
Okay, when you're
Don't
talking,
you think being a floor fighter is sufficient enough?
No. When you fight, you fight to see a result. You fight to see a result. Look at, for example, the Sony went right by the Radisson market. Those days when we were coming up in Radisson around Lane Street, brother, that place was clean, very clean.
Thank you.
Every day you're seeing public works over there. You go in your district. What did you do for that district? You on the floor? You only want bill to pass because you want improvement into your salary. That's about
now,
it.
Thank you. But Prince, just before we let you go and bring in the first female on the show,
okay,
a lot of these lawmakers will say that my responsibility is not to build toilets, build hand pumps, and all these kinds of things. The primary responsibility of a lawmaker is representation, lawmaking, and oversight. It's not to build hand pumps. And so, what would you say with respect to that?
Okay, so what would I say in respect to that is that the first thing first, if, for example, okay, we agree that's not the area, right, to do that, right, for your community. But remember they elected you, and besides that, there is a funding that is for that district. So where do that funding go? Into the hands of the caucus, and they just distribute it.
Okay. Thank you.
Where do you go?
Let's hold you there. Let's hold you there. Thank you, Prince. We will bring you back at some point in the show.
I will bring it back. I will be in the back listening.
Yeah, so let's bring in the first female, Shirley. Thanks for joining us. Yes, it is said that we should always bring females. It said that we should always bring the female up here. So Jerry, forgive me if I have to change your location. Forgive me for that. And we have to be what? How do they call it? Gender sensitive, right? So Shirley, welcome to the show. You just have to reduce the volume of
equality.
the
Near to Ray, man.
Near to Ray.
Yeah.
You just Sylvester, you left problem, but we have to make progress. Let's
there you go.
Guys, yeah, let's share the show. Yeah, kindly share the show as you come on. All of us
like the show too.
I already did.
Like the show, if you follow it by YouTube and all of that. Let's share it. Now, imagine that there was what the edition before now, right?
Nobody got a mute.
The edition before now, because we share the show, just in 2 days, it's almost 200,000 views. I mean, so this is a big platform. But let's share the show as we come on, guys. But let's hear from you, Toure. Toure, we have a situation with majority of our lawmakers going out. The House of Representatives, very few. For the Senate, forget it. The 15 of them that went, I understand Senator Blebo Brown is coming back. So out of 15 senators, you have just 4 that will be returning. Then going to the House of Representatives is a whole different case by itself. Why are the Liberian people voting this way? What do you think is responsible for this?
Good. Thank you, Nelson. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to all of our viewers here in the United States and around the world. This is a great trend, Nelson. This is a positive trend. This is a welcoming trend. Okay, let me tell you this. You talk about the responsibility of a lawmaker, oversight, lawmaking, and what
representation.
Okay? Now, let's look at for 6 years on Ogbekugbe. Were anything like lawmaking happening? Oversight, really? To be quite honest, Lord, let me tell you this. They speak to the core of how our people are gradually understanding their role and their civil duty in a nation. I welcome this. This is great. I mean, look at Carl Gray, man. Look at Vani Sherman. Look at these guys. Look at Buffer Chima. Look, I'm telling you, if I'm excited about anything, I'm excited that we're going to have a new president or Ambassador Joseph Numa Bakai. But I'm equally excited that we're going to have a House and Senate that are going to actually resemble a serious business. Look at some of the guys that are going in. You know what I mean? So I'm excited about that prospect also. But this is great. This is great. At least the people can see exactly what have you done for me lately. What have you done for me lately? And if that's not commensurating with their needs and that of their kids, right? They'll vote you out. They'll vote you out. We saw how aggressive Akagri was going, right? Especially during electionary period. Trying to start some deal cover whole project in a place there. But I'm not going to fall for that. For God's sake, this dude been there for 12 years. Look at his district. Look at his district. Look at his district for someone who was elected and represented those people for 12 unbroken years. See that? Does that district resemble somebody who been in that place there for 12 years? So I mean, I'm gradually loving what my people are really gravitating towards. That we're gonna take your bag of rice. If you bring your money, we'll take it. We're gonna vote you out. And I think that's the trend, that's the feature. And I pray to God that our people understand that and use that come November 7th.
Thank you.
Honorable Joseph Numa Boakai.
Thank you.
President of the
Man,
Republic.
campaigning now.
Can you what her name is?
Shirley, you talking about Shirley?
Yeah, Shirley, come on. Look at my computer.
Yeah.
You
So
sure?
Shirley, go ahead. Let's hear you. But listen, we're getting reports that the situation is still yeah.
Okay.
You know, that the police is yet to get.
So you didn't find a house yet?
Yes. So, but when we spoke with the police officer, what he told us
They said
was
it was
that
20 minutes ago.
been there about 20
They
minutes.
said it was in the area.
But what we're getting is that the robbers are still there. We hope the police can be as swift as possible to attend to this situation. But let's hear from you.
The people got guns, and the police. I don't know the police like going if they had guns.
No, the police is well equipped. You know,
they can only use a gun on opposition. They don't go places. They only go
Jerry, let's forget about the politics. Jerry, let's forget
about politics. We're talking about Liberia and politics. This is the time to respond to the Liberian people. But when a political rally, they can be running there. In that politics, we should post something, we should message it.
Well, we do
okay, let's hear from Shirley. Let's hear from Shirley. While I try to make some connections in the background. Shirley, go ahead, make a point. Why do you think Liberians are voting this way? Why do we have most of those lawmakers being voted out? Shirley, are you with us?
You mute.
You might be muted.
I think
Shirley, your connection is not too good. There are some glitches and all of that. So we hope you can
well, thank you so much. Friday.
Okay, so again, we're still having So Shirley, you could just log out and try to log in. So
okay, can you hear me now?
Okay, I think it's
yeah. Go ahead. Let's see. You can start.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yeah. We're hearing you, but you keep breaking in. That's the point.
Okay, so Too bad we lost her. But let's hear from you, Eston. Go ahead.
Well, this is what I get to say about this whole thing about these guys being booted out. Listen, firstly, before you think about how they are exiting, think about how they enter. They enter based on the people preferences. The people prefer to put them there. So when they do not perform, the people deem it necessary to remove them. Now, this is what I always like to bring in my guy, Honorable Yeke Koluban. You take it whatever way you may. He's very vocal. He's very firm on his positions and his articulations. But outside of that, what the people wants is what he's doing. The people want somebody who will speak on their behalf, not somebody who will go and grab one cup of rice and distribute it amongst them. They want somebody who is there to propagate, to speak their messages. Somebody who you are like the voice of the voiceless. The people put you there because they themselves cannot speak for themselves in there. So you are like a reflection. You are a mirror of whatever district or area you represent. So if you underperform overwhelmingly or underwhelmingly, you have to exit. And because of this reason, with all Akara's grade, the like of Akara's grade being from the ruling establishment, you saw what he did. You can't leave your people in a grave situation, struggling, can't find food. Then you, before their faces, you go to the most beautiful part of the world, the most beautiful city in the world, Paris, and you get married in a flamboyant star. And you think they're not watching all of those? Don't forget, in time past, we didn't have all this luxury of the internet and stuff like that. People wouldn't see that. They would, oh, the representative of District A, he got married somewhere. Oh. They have no visual. So they don't envisage, they cannot see what a Akara great wedding looked like. But now with Facebook, YouTube, and the rest of the social media outlets, they saw what Akara great did. And they heard when he went to the University of Liberia. He was once upon a time a member of the UL, and he was a student that active politics. Akara was extremely active in politics at the UL. They all spoke against prior governments, but you ascend to power and you go right back to the same thing and even do worse in the people's faces. You go on the campus when they say do not come, and you go there and try to resist and put a stiff resistance to the students' plight. I mean, you pay for it, it's very costly, and it's fair enough. You rip what you sow, my brother.
Wow. So now, not just Representative Gray, but you have a lot of other lawmakers that have been booted out.
Yeah, I just using as a highlight.
Yeah. So are the reasons really genuine? Because you look at
extremely germane. They are very germane. The people have the rights, and they see what they see, and they go for it. Look, listen, there is nothing malicious in a whole district's visual of your activity and what you are doing, and you are a representative of DS. So what you put out is what they see, and because of that, they pay you back. I have my personal friend and brother, Thomas Goshua. He's going back from where he's from, Grand Bassa, and I told him to his face, Goshua, because you prefer the message of your people, they are putting you back. Now, in your first phase, if you did 10 out of 12, this time I expect you to do 11 or 12 out of 12. Always do better, outdo your previous performance. And that's all it is. You go there to represent people you represent adequately.
Thank you. Let's hear from you, Mickey. Go ahead.
I'm anything to the back.
Well, good evening to everybody. I can remember a couple of times on the show, I said this thing. In your community, your neighborhood, you may think people are not paying attention to your every movement, but wait until something happened, and then they start to narrate what time you leave your house, what time you come back, what you do, what you don't do. Then you would sit and understand, be like, yeah, people really do pay attention. And the politicians in Liberia have gotten away with a lot of things over the years because people were not privy with certain information to their misdeeds. Thank God, technology has gotten the best of them. Listen, nothing has affected these crop of politicians more than technology has. We sit on these platforms and we speak truth, people listen. And even if Ma Musu, who I've never seen the four walls of a classroom before, if she doesn't understand what we're saying here, her son does, her daughter does. They are going to relay in the simplest language or English they can understand. So the information dissemination, the medium through which those information were disseminated in the past has improved greatly as technology has advanced. So cell phones, people can go online, look up things. People can just pick up their phone right now and put the FM radio on it and listen to us and listen to other networks speak. So this trend is only going to improve upon. You're going to have more and more lawmakers or politicians being held accountable for what they didn't do and being rewarded for what they did in favor of the people. So it's just going to get worse for the politicians and it's going to get great for the ordinary people because more people are beginning to pay. Listen, that's why when people say, oh, we are afraid, we might go to war. Listen, man, we've gotten past that thing. Liberia will never go to war. Our democracy will only get stronger
and better,
more
Now,
vibrant and
Mickey,
better.
let's take a look at something here. We're gonna move to Jerry next, and Sylvester and Francis and all of you guys on here. But let me say welcome to the show, Sandy. Thanks for joining us. Now, in the midst of everything we're talking about, the House, or okay, let's say the House of Representatives has different committees. On those committees, people let's say lawmakers are appointed on those committees to serve based on their expertise in certain areas and sometimes based on experience. You know, the experiences of those lawmakers is something that matters a whole lot as well. What sort of impact do you think this trend is going to have on the aspect that has to do with experience? The fact that we need lawmakers with the experience, and we will be putting our lawmakers out after every 6 years. We bring a new breed of people in. Now they disappoint us, and then we remove them and bring a new breed of people in. What sort of impact do you think is going to have on the fact that we need lawmakers who have vast experience working at that branch of government?
You know, I'm an art student, so I pay attention to literature.
Okay.
I watched this series. I don't know, some of us in America or in Africa have watched it. It's called Supernatural. It's a series on Netflix. Sam and Dean Winchester, some supernatural stuff, right? And one of the brothers turned around to the other one and said, just because we have the same blood does not make us brothers. You have to earn it, or does not make us, no, he said, does not make us family. You have to earn it. Listen, going forward, the Liberian people have sent a overwhelming message to politicians. You have to earn your re-election. Just because we elected you doesn't give you a get out of jail card or free card. Listen, people will always learn. And with the pressure that people have started putting on their lawmakers, they will learn fast because, you know, as the slogan goes, no time, we move. That thing is becoming practicalized. The people do not have time to dilly-dally and mess around with politicians anymore. So they have to learn. And matter of fact, we pay them a lot of money.
So if just because we need experience, if a person is not performing as expected by the people, we can't keep you there because we need experience. Experience to do what? Experience to corrupt more, experience to steal more. So no, those new lawmakers, and I can tell you for sure, there will be a lot more better performance in the incoming legislature than their predecessors because they have gotten the message. I mean, the most stubborn ones are coming. Let me just land on this. The most stubborn ones, listen, man. Human beings are designed in a way when the human heart is set to do evil, nothing you will say or do will avert that except a divine intervention. In the same vein, if a human heart decides to do good, they will do good. There will be certain people who just hell bent on going there for corruption and stealing. This message that the people have sent to the politician will not bother. They will still go there and say, even if that one term, I will still do my thing. But on the average, majority of them will take heed to the message the people have sent.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot, Mickey. And we're gonna move to Jerry, but just before doing that, we are getting reports. I just spoke off air with the individual from the communication room there at the Liberian National Police. He's saying that they have the ERU pickup and all of those people around the vicinity, but they are not getting the correct location, to be able to move in. The environment.
Let me make a phone call to get a location.
Yeah, please, because you see, the problem is the infrastructure too. No address. You can give anybody
no
address. Go over the hill behind the zero around the corner. We can live in a country like that.
Certainly.
It's ridiculous, man.
No, that's it. They're looking funny.
Yeah, because and you're right. You're right, Francis. I just spoke with the LMP, and they're telling me that they've been there for over 20 meetings. They're trying to get the exact location. One minute someone says is in the fence. You have to climb the hill, and then there's a fence there. And then someone is saying that at the end of the quota and or the asphalt pavement or whatever. So it's kind of conflicting. We hope the police can be given the exact location. But again, those people are under stress, right? That's another thing. So he's saying that they're not even speaking out loud or whatever. They even find it difficult to get them. So that's another aspect of it. They're under stress. When it comes to robbery and all of that, it's a whole tough situation.
Our country got to do a whole new layout.
We hope the police can be directed.
Whole new layout.
Let me bring in Ami on the show. Ami, welcome.
She was eating you, and she today not to her.
She's not going to kiss me for her teeth.
We'll put Ami backstage a little bit. Let Ami be behind. Let Ami get set Google. Okay, so we bring Ami on, but Jerry, you can go ahead.
Kiss me out of my teeth.
For me, we are not here to, like many speakers have said, we are not here to window dress any issue. Bulk of our brothers and sisters up Capitol Hill have been very dishonest. Even the very people that work with them, if you see, sometimes you make 8,000, then the person working with you is making like $100, $200, $300. I mean, that kind of stuff. Even the very person, some of the very people who working with them, some of them will not even vote for them. So, least to mention about talking about the greater and bigger picture. When we talk about lawmaking, we're discussing making those policies that will be reflective of the conditions of our people. For people on Capitol Hill, they pass laws. As a student of public sector management, there's a difference.
Excuse me, let me just 1 minute, Jerry. Nelson, they're saying that it is opposite the EIWA me gate.
Okay, so Jerry, can you share the contact with me, that the person you just called? Just send me that send me that contact on Messenger or my WhatsApp. So,
I should send you the phone number.
Yeah, the phone number. Yeah.
No, the person I call is in the US though.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It makes it difficult. So
Yeah,
okay,
but
so
let me see if I can get it. Let me see if I can get a number.
so the lady was trying to call back. Let's see if we can get any update from her. Jerry, sorry to interrupt you. Okay, but Jerry, go ahead. Make your point while we try to do this. Make your point. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, there's a difference between doing the right thing and doing things right. Yeah, you're supposed to pass laws, but what kind of laws are you passing? You're supposed to pass budget, but how the budget is making impact to transform the lives of our people. Our people are deeply concerned. Look in the communities, like one of the erudite scholars, Dr. Abraham Family. He always say, after elections, the only thing you'll see on the people are the mutilated t-shirt that will be left. After that, they go and have all of their monies and stuff and start to enjoy. So in the end, when you look at the lives of our people, only those with wickedness. So when you see some of these people not coming back, it's an issue. Yeah, there are a few of them who, based on maybe sentiments and all of that, will be rejected. But generally speaking, these people did not do well. When I listened to Senator Vanny Sherman, outgoing Senator Vanny Sherman, saying that, oh, the people, they never asked me what I was doing up Capitol Hill. They need not to ask you. It is not for Jerry Yimpan to tell you that I have food last year on my farm. When anybody comes to your house, they are hungry, they won't believe it. It's about looking at the prices, the basic commodities. Look at what some of our people went through in the Southeast. They are going through buying red 5,000, buying all of that. But some of them, they went there, they bribe, some of them, they do all these things. And the level of education, you keep the person down. So some of these people, a lot of people are talking about coward's grace and all of that. I don't want to talk about that. Because for he was just power drunk and total display of arrogance. And that's why the people show him that we elected you not to come and always honor mine. People say you was a flow fighter. And what are you fighting for? You are fighting for getting money. Look at Bobo Timo, who was noisy during Ellen time. You served 3 times, you want to go for 4th time. They defeated you. So generally speaking, you know that a lot of people don't have much time. It's about executing your function. If you are elected, you are supposed to make laws. And not just to pass any law as in the case of Igbo man. No, it's not that kind of law we're talking about. We're talking about laws that will see how those that are retired from government, social security, people go and retire, do public service. They were not already getting proper money. The money not already plenty. But then to go and get it again, that's serious problem. What are you doing? So all these things, you know, I could go on lecturing, but some of these people who went, I think they deserve going.
Thank you.
I think there's a warning. The 40 of the dry leaf is a warning to the raw one. Thank you.
Francis.
Let me be a bastard for a while, bro.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, gentlemen, this whole thing is talking about, one thing we know is the loudest voice in the room is not always the one that's making the most sense. So, like, folks like Akara Gray, Buffer Chima, all those people, they were just noise disruptors, just on the floor making noise, but they were not being productive for that district. So I'm very happy with the way the Liberian people are voting them out. You're not just going to stay on the floor and make noise, and then the next thing you erect 2-story building for yourself, but then Sony when it's still dirty. You can't do anything for the community. You see, so it's good to change them like they change their clothes. But the next thing again about this whole thing that people don't even pay attention to, Liberia, you know, we all back in the day say elephant meat, just come you cut your own. This whole thing about 6-year term per representative, 9 for senator, that's in 6 years. Somebody can be rich already and don't even care if they go back or not. So they should reduce that term. The representative, look in the US, 2 years. Every 2 years, if you're up every 2 years for re-election, you will make sure you are being productive for your people so that way they can keep electing you. But you put somebody for 6 years, that person can get rich in 6 years and they don't care. You see, and the U.S. The Liberian representative senator, they make more on average than the U.S. and other Western countries. The poorest country in the world, one of the poorest countries in the world, that lawmakers make more money than Western countries. What make that make sense? The Liberian people can barely get food to eat, and they're making $8,000 a month, riding $60,000 to $70,000 car in office for 6 years or 9 years. It don't make any sense. That's why they go in there and they don't care. Because when they get in there, they just got to eat every year for 6 years, and they hope that they can get reelected. But the smart criminals in there, if they don't get reelected, they are set or ready for life because they will build all the houses, build their farms or whatever they want to do within those 6 years for representative or 9 years for senator. So they really need to reevaluate those terms for those guys. Cut them down. Senators should come like the U.S. 6 years for senator, 2 years for representative, and then they'll be more productive because they'll know that I need to go back every 2 years. So let me do something every year for my people so they can send me back. But you can just give it up for 6 years for representative and senator for 9 years. That makes zero sense. That's not the reason why they don't do anything.
Thank you. Sorry, been here a long time. Quiet. For now, we'll go to Ami.
Thank you. Good. I'd like to say good morning from Liberia. And
so send to the man. I think you ready to talk and start speaking.
The major came to say good morning to us.
Good morning, sorry.
All right, say
How much now the man internet?
Sylvester, you still making a contact, so we'll go to Sandy.
No, I finished you.
Okay, so we won't no interruption. We interrupt. We'll be back.
No, I don't.
Okay, no problem. Go ahead.
I say let Amy go.
For you, we'll go. Amy will go later. Amy, not tell you comment. Don't worry about her.
Oh, okay. I don't want to be here in content.
Deputy Speaker.
Oh, that's
incoming Deputy Speaker. Okay. Good evening, gentlemen. You see this whole thing here, you make a bed, you lie in it. And I don't think that's something we should really waste too much time on because we got tax on hand, we have an assignment ahead of us, For people like all these lawmakers are not coming back. You go to school all these years, at the end, you get a report card. So based on how well you function will determine whether you will come back or not. All these three cardinal function: oversight, lawmaking, and representation. Look, when you watch, it was before, it was different. Now, social media is everywhere. People watch the section. Even people way in the interior who get small internet access can watch the lawmakers on the floor. Look, those guys go over there to play. They make fun. Someone else, how you can be in session, man? We in America, yeah, but you see the people in session. Who can be in session, be on phone? And you can hear, hey, I'll call you back. They have a full-blown conversation while serious argument going on the floor. It's none of their business because they got their car to ride. At the end of the month, they'll get their money. Then at the end of the day, the district or the county that you represent doesn't feel your impact. They will grade you. And chances are when they grade you will not come back. Look at men like Akara's grade. 18 years as lawmaker. If the day Akara grade became a lawmaker, if a child was born, okay, that child will be 18 years old by now. Go see his district. What do you see there? Nothing. He's full of violence, flamboyancy. Go have a wedding in Paris, okay? He was part of the illegal removal of Cabina Janet. All those things come back to haunt you. Humble beginning, Akara's grade, you used to eat gari. Have you forgotten those days? Yeah, have you forgotten those days? That today now you want to live like you had it, or you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth. That's why you can't even win a small district. And go are the days when Joe used to lift your hands and everybody just vote for you. This time I like the way it's going. Every lawmaker will have to campaign for themselves, make a name for themselves. You're not going to ride under the umbrella of anybody. So,
Thank you.
I mean, they got what they got. Look at Shivani Sharma. I'm surprised that people don't ask you what you did. And I've seen some people being elected, having proffered a single bill. No, we have enough bills that are just laying down there and doing nothing for us. That's not bill being over here for. How you, Yaka Koliba? Why would Yaka Koliba win like this? The people see him on the floor fighting to the frustrate to the point that sometimes he gets out of character. That's how much, no, that's what we call righteous anger. He gets out of character, which all of us, most of us, from with the way he talks. But sometimes when you put yourself in that guy's shoe, man, you know what he's going through. But
Thank you.
I don't feel for them. They will be fine. They'll be just fine.
Okay, let me say Sandy for now go to you. Yeah, I mean, let me say Sandy for now go to you. Yeah,
No problem.
all right, my sister. Go ahead, Sandy. Make a point. You follow the topic, right?
Yeah, if we can all mute.
Yeah, there's a feedback. There's a feedback.
And you all want to be the pastor.
Go ahead, brother.
It's good to be here. Good evening to all of you and to our listening audience. Greetings to all of you. Look, first, let me start here by saying I want to extend my thanks to all of the lawmakers that are going out for their service to country. The politics, a government job, it shouldn't be a permanent employment. It should be a place where you go when you are opportune to serve yourself, your people. You should do it right, with dignity, respect, and with honor, right? And if the people reject you, well, happily leave and go do something else. So I want to say thanks to them for their service to country. And I hope that they will continue to contribute to the growth, peace, and stability of our beautiful nation, Liberia. So I must agree that our political system is transforming. The people are voting differently. And that is because, it's due to the widespread of social media, platform like this coming here every night, and other Liberians on platform talking about the ills in our country, pointing out and calling out lawmakers and leaders that are not doing the right thing. And the people are seeing it. The people are feeling it. The people are seeing that their lawmakers are living luxury life. Example is Akara Moses Gray and many other that we can name. Getting married in Paris, and the people are feeling it. So when you are representing, or should be representing, the people, when you are living huge, riding the best of cars in a very poor country, and the people are dying, the hospitals are have no medications. There is no food in the country. Lack of security. The education system is broken. Of course, the people are going to make their decision. I'm one of those folks that always say it's good to have experienced lawmaker in the House and in the Senate. But it makes no sense to have people that have the experience when they are not doing the right thing for the people. So rotating them, there's nothing wrong with that. The new batch that are coming in, hopefully they can do the right thing. They can be better than those leaving, so that we will continue to see some level of progression, so that our government can be better than what it is now. And that's what I'm looking forward to. Look, but here is the thing too, right? I agree with lawmakers that say, I am not here to build bridges. I'm not here to fill your hospital with medication. I'm here to make law. I'm here to do oversight, and I'm here to represent you. And it makes sense. But it makes sense in a real world, but it doesn't make sense in country like Liberia, where where the people are not feeling, they are not experiencing, they are not enjoying their resources. When you are there to make law, to represent, and to advocate, and whatever it is, you must ensure that it trickle down the line. The resources are felt by the people, that they should benefit from their resources. You cannot be over there making 10,000, 15,000, 8,000, with all of the other benefit, gas slave, your girlfriend is your cook, your brother is your driver, and all of that.
Scratch card.
All that money coming to your household, and the people are not seeing anything. But yet you say, oh, it's not my responsibility to build you clinic. But you want to build a clinic when election is coming closer. What we should do as a country, and I hope the new batch of lawmaker will, put it into law. Let's reduce their salary.
No, but Cindy, there's already been reduction in the salaries.
But man, it's still plenty. Let me tell you something. Let me say this to you, Nelson. Hold on. Let me say this to you tonight. I live in the state of New Mexico, an oil-rich state that have more 10 times revenue than your country, Liberia. Our lawmakers make $0. It's a voluntary job. They don't make anything. It's a voluntary job. The city of Albuquerque that I live in make more money than Liberia. I'm not talking about the state. Why are we paying those people more than $2,000, $3,000? The people who go to work maybe 2 times in a week. The people who have 6 months off. Why are they benefiting that so much in a poor country? Exploiting the people. They are getting paid too much. People that work 8 hours, our nurses, our doctors, our teachers, making nothing. Our security officers making nothing. But people go to the house, they cost each other mind and power. They only show up 1 or 2 times in a week, and we give them 7,000, 8,000, 9,000.
Thank you.
We should reduce it and take some of that money and put it back into the hospitals, into the school systems, and let us ensure that the people benefit. Let's pay the right people. Let's pay the doctor. You pay your doctor 1,000, 2,000.
Cindy, do you really think that all of what you stated is the reason why the folks are voting this way? You think
the people are feeling it, Nelson?
But let's consider some of the people that have been voted in. Those people that have been voted in. Granted, if you say that yes, some of the lawmakers have not performed, but let's take into consideration some of those who are coming into the picture. Yes. So I mean, is there any sign of a change?
Look, I don't know somebody, but I'll speak to my district since you bring this up. A very good friend of mine just got elected. He's going to be leading my district.
And you think your friend will do well because he's your friend?
Be listening now, listening.
Because he's your friend. So
he's removing his own cousin, your uncle, actually.
Yeah, the man of Senator friend, Senator friend.
Here is the thing. Jacob has been there in the classroom, in the district, teaching. He's been there in and out. He's been with the people. He knows the issues. I cannot sit here and put my hair, my head on chopping board for him. But I hope he will be better than the one leaving, right? Those are new students. I think they're going to do better. I believe some of these people coming in will do better. Again, we're seeing some changes. We're making progress in the right direction. People are speaking out. The reason those folks are being defeated or being taken out of the house, the new batch understand. They know why. They know why.
So you take for example, DJ Blue in District 17.
DJ Blue will play music by Mera DJ.
So, for example, Emmanuel Dan in District 7.
I hope you're not going to do like a CDC thing. Once a one.
There's the thing too, right?
Thank you. We have to move on.
This is a good question, right? This is a really good question. I want people also vote on, I said 3 main areas: popularity, affiliation, in most cases, travel line, and what you give them, instant gratification. So some of these people coming in, give them something, they know them, they are popular. So they voted some of those people out of frustration. I can tell you, for example, Senator A. Marshall Denny of Grand Judy, an experienced, well-educated lawmaker. He is the chair of banking and currency for the Republic of Liberia. He got defeated. He got defeated because some people were very, very angry with some of his stands. He's not sending people to school. He's not doing this. He's too stingy. But this is an experienced lawmaker, well-educated man. And I'm actually very upset about him, but the people made a decision.
You say what committee was on?
Huh?
What committee Marsha Dennis was heading?
Banking and currency.
Now, one of the reasons he gone.
Seriously?
Because what did he do? Yeah, what money?
Just a quick one. We are receiving reports that, in fact, I have been backstage a bit, trying to establish contacts with the police and communication, and stuff like that. But it's terrible. We're getting reports that up to now the police is yet to find the location, and the guys have succeeded in entering. Guys, let's mute. Wow, this is terrible, guys. So we are getting information that the guys have succeeded, unfortunately, in entering the house. They've been trying to break the doors for pretty close to an hour. We've been trying to contact. So this is exactly where we are. We hope.
But I sent you the number, Nelson. Did you get it?
So people will get hurt in that house, God forbid, and nobody will ever get there.
Let's take Dr. Ishmael.
I sent it to you on WhatsApp and Messenger.
Okay, I'm gonna check it. Let me do that. Dr. Kelvin, welcome to the show. I think this is your first time on the show, right?
Yeah, you're right. This is my very first time, and I want to say hello.
I'm getting.
Hey, coming from the Speaker of the House, Amy, reduce your background. Are you?
It's Deputy Speaker. Mobile is the Speaker.
Anyway,
Nelson is the pro tem.
This on the show today, and I would like to give appreciation to Mr. Colette and the rest of the Spoon team and all you guys that started this show. I've been following you guys for some time, and you guys are doing a very great work. And what you guys are doing is that is the beginning of the new Liberia. You guys are trying to build up a system, and this is what we need back home. We need a system. There's no system back home. We don't have a system. You guys are all right. Or what you talk about the people that enter in the house, the representative, and those people, some of them were voted out.
Lots of the lawmakers have been voted out. Why are Liberians voting this way? Why are they removing most of their lawmakers?
The reason is that they are not delivered. Those people were placed there to deliver. So because they didn't deliver, so the people rejecting them, they are recording them. So moving forward, what I would like to say that the new coming administration, what it will be, if we want to continue the 6th year again, or we want to go into the new direction, I would like to say that we have 3 branches of government in Liberia. We have the executive, we have the judiciary, and we have what we call the House. So what happened is that in our system of governance, it's the executive that lead, and if the executive lead good, the House will follow. Because the executive is leading. If they're leading, even though the House they have been elected, the executive, the chief, the president, and so, but the president, if the president is leading correctly, mind you, all those people in the House will follow. For example, look at our House of Representatives. The guys are there, they are making money, but none of them got farm. Most of them didn't get farm. They're not employing people. Then you understand? You guys came from the various places in the community, but they are not contributing, like bringing employment to the youth. The people that are in the district, for example, where the president was the last into the district.
There's a sound coming from the background. Okay.
Sorry. So these are things that you guys are trying to discuss here, and this is why make me to come and say, oh, okay, I'm actually from Malaysia. I'm from Malaysia, and I love our generation. When I see people like you coming up, because our people told us, our people told us that educated people cannot build our country. We have done nothing, and we gave the country to 6 years. I told somebody in Maria last 2 weeks. When I saw Broad Street, I saw everywhere. I mean, disorganized. No system. Everywhere dirty. You go on the education ministry, there is people selling all over. They have said no system. And everybody look. I told them, I said, look, how can you give a work to someone who have not done an assignment? Because when you are elected into office, like you, the representative for, let's say, District 8, it means that you have done an assignment before in school. So when you
should that be the case? Because this happens a lot of time. Folks go to the district. Say, for example, John Brown wants to become a representative. He goes to the district. The first thing people ask, "What have you done?" Should that be the case? Should someone build hand pumps and fill the drainages and all of those things before getting elected, given the opportunity to serve their country? Should that be the case?
I don't think that is a threshold. Okay. It shouldn't be the threshold for us. This is why we need to educate our people. What should be the threshold is that the person should be capable. The person should be. My suggestion is that the person should be capable. The person should be a nationalist. For example, other minister of the building houses in abroad, like in Ivory Coast, some buy in South Africa, in Kenya. Look, we need a model, and this is what you guys are doing now. You guys, we are discussing Liberia. For me, I'm not sure I'm going to come to the show on your platform today, but I thank you that you call me, because when you brought me in, I feel that okay, because these are people that my first time, they don't know me, and I don't feel they will call me. So we should be able to include people that are qualified.
Thank you. And the platform is open to everyone. We appreciate it.
Wait, Dad, you from Malaysia or you reside in Malaysia? Because your accent doesn't seem like a Malaysian.
Okay, I'm actually doing my I'm supposed to be graduating the 4th of this November. Okay, my confirmed.
You're Liberian.
Yeah.
Exactly, because you say I'm from Malaysia.
So you're a Liberian joining us from Malaysia. But
no,
listen,
I'm not going to speak for him.
We're gonna move to Ami. Ami, have you? Okay, but I see Cindy has his hand up. Cindy will come to you, but Ami,
Cindy, please mute.
Okay, let's give Cindy 20 seconds to wait in.
Let me just speak up. Let me talk more things. Let me just speak up. Thank you. The doctor, you asked the doctor a question whether we should hold those people, we should elect people based on whether they have erected hand pump and all of that. Let them stop promising our people we will build you hand pump, we will send your children to school. Let them stop promising our people. What our lawmakers should do is to hold the executive accountable so that the executive will deliver to the people. Stop taking the people 30,000 and telling us that you will do the project yourself. Hold your executive accountable and let those projects go directly to the people in the country and let them be implemented.
Thank you.
Until you can do that and stop and keep promising them, yeah, we will expect hand pump from you.
Thank you. So, I mean, let's move to you. I mean, Soiree, thanks for joining us on the show as well. I mean, do you really think
there's a feedback?
I
mean, you gotta check your gadget.
Guys, let's all mute. I see Cindy is not muted and all of that.
The thing I'm speaking on is muted.
Okay, I see muted.
I don't have any.
Okay, so I think it's much better now. So, I mean, do you really think that this 30,000 factor contributed in the kind of results we're having now? Because when this 30,000 thing blew out, a lot of people gave the lawmakers some latches. They were threatening them that some of them would not return. Do you really think the 30,000 factor play in the number of lawmakers that have been recalled today, the listing we've seen so far?
Yeah, I think that was one of it. I don't think that's the whole thing that got them all being pulled out today. That was one of the factor, like you said. So our people's eyes are opening now. Let's hope that's what that is. That was happening. And not just on travel line or because of my brother or somebody, right? So the 30,000 brought a lot of noise. Yes. Everybody, it seems like that was something that everybody was just learning about. And That's why they were beating on, and most of all beating on saying they don't like he was the only one who took it and all of that. But it's a lot of things, like how they vote and the kind of the way they're living and the way their constituencies are living. It's just so off, and these people never even. I don't think some of them knew that these things were wrong till people started pointing them out. You don't elect these people to be your kings and queens, like to treat you like you're the servant. They're supposed to be serving you. And it's their eyes started opening to some of those things, like my brothers have already talked about. You promising people, I'll build you hand pump, I'll do this, I'll do that, like as if there's something you're doing. You take from them and then you spring a little bit, or you rub the oil around their mouth, and then you act like you're doing something big or important for them. And I think that it's time to realize that thanks to social media and people, their diaspora citizens like us, what we are saying and seeing other people doing in our country and the way that lawmakers are performing, and they're saying I was getting all that money, and saying that our country is broke. But they're living in the Western world. Even in the Western world, the system does not permit us that lawmakers to live that. Even though these people are working, okay, they are working, they are doing the job, but they don't have the kind of luxury and thing that they have over there. And we letting them know every day, and some of them taking their aim. And I mean, it just the places like Bomi, Murray Setuma, if we wasn't gonna be making noise about all that stuff, he was just gonna get away with it. The same thing, like people, the education they're getting from shows like these two kind of is helping. And I think kudos to them, because nobody should have to sit there and say, oh, let them just stay there and be like this and be like, no. If your lawmaker, your president is not performing, you get them out. You keep voting till you get the right one.
But does that provide any kind of solution? Does that provide a solution? Take for example, we had a batch of lawmakers before the 54th. Majority of those guys were booted out, and then now the 54th, majority of them are going out again. Are we solving any problem here by not electing these people? For every time election comes in 6 years, majority of those lawmakers, we vote them out. Are we providing any kind of solution to the already issues that we have?
Nelson, do you rather them stay there in like places that bomb me? Let me use that for example again. Do you rather Murray Setuma and Eden Snow? I wish election was tomorrow for him. You rather them stay there and keep treating the country, the county like that?
Oh, but the other side of
the vote them out and expect something better.
The other side of the issue is we need experienced lawmakers. We need people who have maybe some years of experience. We take for example, Senator Prince Johnson of Nima County has received another 9 years. He's gonna have up to 27 years working as a legislator, a senator. And that kind of lawmaker, when he's engaging the issue, when he's talking legislative politics or dealing with issues, he's well versed, because this is not a new terrain for him, as compared to bringing new lawmakers who are going to take up some time to adjust before understanding the terrain and actually doing the work. What can you say to that? I see a lot of hands are up. We're gonna
please let me finish before you distract me. I'd rather have someone come in and learn on the job and do the right thing than to have the so-called experience there and destroying the country, the county, or the district. Okay.
Wow.
Experience all the time. You can have the experience, but are you putting that experience to good use? That is the question. If you're not putting that experience to good use, there's no need for you to be there. Because that's the only point, that's the only reason of having experience, for you to know what to do. But you can't have experience, and the only thing that getting that experience is your bank account, and the country is going down the drain. It make no sense. So I'd rather be voting till I get somebody who will do the right thing, or they might not have a legislative experience, but they will know how to manage or whatever, and know how to advocate for that district and that people. So I don't think they're doing anything wrong by voting people out when they're not doing the right thing.
Over 30
Nelson,
lawmakers are not coming back.
I've
Over
not,
30.
I've not given him I've not given him a
Yes,
text, Messi.
we're gonna move to you. I will come to you shortly, Swari. But let's hear from you, Sylvester. You wanted to make a quick point.
You see, the thing here is the way I've seen our legislature, we are going bankrupt intellectually. You see, all those various committees that are in the house, they're supposed to have professional on it. So that when it comes to money issue, that person can advise the committee in the money area. When it comes to finance, but look at this going. All the movie actors there all want to be senator, they want to be representative. People like Karishma there, people like actor there, DJ Blue there, that. You're gonna be playing having bitter passion in your district all year long.
Listen,
and that's not what we want.
No, but Nelson, it's true though. It is true. Like,
it is true. We need to
mind the business.
No, but listen, Sylvester. If you say Karishma, for example, our own colleague here on the platform, she comes here, she was just here last night. If you say that, someone like that should not be elected, then maybe there's a question, because you listened to her the first time she appeared on this platform. She made known to all of us her wealth of experience in a professional space. She has been a professional person for years, aside from just the fact that she's been into entertainment.
What profession?
You talked about DJ Blue. Bernard Benson. Well, I can't say
people
much
like
about
Woki Doro there. If Woki Doro are going to win the spaces, what you are going to take to that?
No, Sylvester.
No, but it's the fact. Was she not a candidate?
People had a running a passion.
Okay, so you want to make a point. Okay, Sylvester, let me give you 20 seconds to make your point.
Yeah, so what I was trying to say is, look, Ture and all of you guys, let's look at our legislature here. These are seasoned people that got profession, that advance. They go to committee room, they advance based on evidence and whatever, because then the lawmaker as a whole can make a decision based on their advice because they have the expertise. But look at our people. Majority on them, nothing. They care for the money and to get flashy cars and get 5, 6, 7 girlfriends all over the community and whatever it is that is there.
Thank you.
Francis, quickly.
Yeah, just a quick point.
We got to go to the next topic.
Be a lawmaker.
I need to give my take on this topic. I was in, but the internet was not reading.
We'll come to you.
Be a lawmaker.
Go back out.
But you're talking about going to the next topic.
No. You were chip in before we go to the next topic, bro.
Man, let's come in right now.
20 seconds. Let's get it, man. 20 seconds.
Yeah, be a lawmaker is now a rocket science. Even the US, they have staffers that are expert in these particular areas that create the argument or to support the bills for these legislators, and they go and present it on the floor. But it will never stop until these guys stop having eternity term. They should be 2 years, 6 years, and they will work. They'll have that sense of urgency.
Thank you very much. Mickey, let's hear from you quickly.
Let me respectfully disagree with Sylvester, right?
You asked this question, right?
Mickey, let people don't come in, then you will come. Let's do this more here.
No, the man recognize me. No, now you
But today,
I need to come in on this topic. I don't think you guys are to be fair, though.
Listen, Soiree, we're going to come to you. We'll come to you, Soiree. Just be patient a bit.
I hope this time around,
Nelson, you ask a question. What solution does
it provide?
Yeah. I will answer your question with a question.
No. I'm not in a position to answer any question.
Listen, it's going to be rhetorical. It's going to be rhetorical, right?
Yeah.
You have an infant, and you change that infant diaper regularly. What solution does it bring you to change that infant diaper regularly? Because
Mickey, it's a different case we're talking about. Here. We're talking about representation.
I said it's rhetorical, right? You change that infant diaper regularly. You didn't change the diaper because that infant will not poop again. But you keep changing that diaper, waiting for that day when that infant will be potty trained and will not poop in the diaper again. So we replace these politicians regularly until we find those ones who will do the right thing, that we don't have to replace them again. It's just the process. You can never get tired.
Thank you.
Let me make this one quick. It will be quick.
Welcome back to the show. Sandy, you get a point to make.
Sandy will come to you, my
The
man.
man say you want to respectfully disagree with him.
Okay, you disagree with Sylvester, right?
Or something quick. Sylvester said he mentioned name like people like DJ Blue, Wookie Dolo. Look, even in the great United States, people, bartender, waitress has become Congress women or congressman. Alexandra Cortez, she's still serving today as a congresswoman from New York. She was a bartender. From there to be listening, she was from there as a bartender waitress, and she became a congresswoman. So it's hold on now. What I say we should do, what I say our country should do is to make the legislative or even government, all of government, unfavorable. Pay the people less. Stop making it as a place where people will go and get rich overnight. That would discourage a lot of inexperienced people to focus on other things. But as long as that place become a rich or oil-rich place where people can go and become rich, you will continue to see a lot of inexperienced people contesting to become lawmakers.
Let's hear from you, Soiree. Go ahead. What's your take on this? About 50% of the lawmakers are not returning.
Well, at a certain point, you don't want to blame me for the Miami internet. But that is it. Every mobile you come in Liberia, you're experiencing. Liberia will turn on the back. As a matter of fact, our part of the 7G camera or the 7G, maybe that's a round that took all these top lawmakers, that is the Bova Chima, the Akagre, and that of other lawmakers that have been abusing the people power, are part of those committee that took up them. And I send you a flower, it is unfortunate that sometimes you don't check your WhatsApp. I send you a flower that will be celebrating those guys' defeat.
You're calling me out right here on this platform now, on 3 radio station, 4 online platform. You're telling everybody that I can check my WhatsApp. That's okay.
But that is the fact. Yes, some guys here can allude to that, but let me progress that. The reason at times you see there are changes in lawmaker, especially in the 54th and the 55th that we come into experience, it is because people abuse the power. There are 3 functions of lawmaker that people don't know. Even to go through torturing at times before they get into proper working, they go through torturing, but they abuse these things. Somebody say it's not a work of a lawmaker to build rule and all of this stuff. Yes, I agree. But what are you doing? What are some of the laws that you're making to affect? You talk about flow fighting. I can't agree for Mr. We have to be certified. I can't agree for the CDC to heal him. And you are not voting on the basis of you being empowered to certify a political party, but not looking at the needs and wants of the people. That is why we from the intellectual class. Somebody said, my sister talked about vote. These are factors. The Liberian people listen to you, Nelson, and other folks on the Spoon and other radio stations. The vote that lawmakers do, they affect their vote, they affect their re-election. I will talk about Mr. Jimmy Smith, because I live in District 2. There is a man who abused the power of the people, even the party that made him. He abused that particular party, telling people that he was voting on the basis of the money he had. Can you imagine when people get power and drunk with power? They say all other things, and it follow you during the time that you don't expect it. And these are factors that lead to some of these guys not being re-elected. And I will say this to you. We are from the University of Liberia. We resuming class on Monday. We will be celebrating Bova Chimo, Akagre, and all of the regular CDC lawmakers that feel that they can abuse the people and trend on the part of building things for themselves and not looking at the needs of the one of the people. So,
thank you.
I mean, that trend on the part of changing the guy is not be based on experience. You can't put people on committee. The committee are not effective. They're not working in line with the people. Committee are book or committee in that hall. They just there to steal the people money. I will tell you that today. You are committee, you cannot speak on certain issue.
No.
That's what you there. No, sorry. Let's hear from you, Toure. Then we'll go to our sister Shirley. Shirley, I hope you're back. and your gadget will not cause some issues for you again. But Ture, you wanted to make a quick point.
So
Just
it's,
20
you can hear me clear now, right?
Yeah, it's good. We're
Okay.
good.
Yeah,
We
guys,
just like
I think we all are beating on the same dead horse here, right? I totally agree with making government or government job
Unattractive.
unattractive so people cannot gravitate towards it, right? But let me tell you, in these United States here, put this in context. Do you know certain time the Speaker of the House in that bro were making more money than the Speaker of the United States of America? I mean, Paul Ryan at the time, Paul Ryan were making less money than the Speaker at the time in Liberia. Put that in perspective.
Exactly.
That is ridiculous.
No, but again, Ture, maybe that's another debate. Yeah, okay, yeah,
let
go
me
ahead.
land, right? Yes, we have all these guys aspiring to be lawmakers here and there. But let me tell you some of our lawmakers in these United States. Look at guys like Paul Ryan. Paul Ryan is a neurosurgeon.
Thank you.
Right? These are the best of the best.
You got lawyers.
These are not just people that these people are people that are expert in their career field.
Right.
That they just come to politics to just serve. Right? But they're not coming there to acquire wealth. If they want to do that, they can do that in the public sector.
So in short, you are just supporting the legs of you're supporting the point that Sylvester made, that the legs of DJ Blue and some of these people should not be lawmakers on ground that they don't come with some level of expertise.
And let me not say this because I don't know the broader profession. So some people can do the DJing thing on the side for their entertainment sake. Maybe you have certain profession that I don't know of, right? Everybody know the man to be a DJ, right? So if that man coming to be a lawmaker, bro, no, I'm just saying it because I don't know. Because I know somebody in the States here who have
The rest of it, they DJ Blue. So I said,
But I want to describe you, but he's very entertaining always.
So guys, let's anyway, Ture, thank you. These guys are just
You have always been an entertainer. You have always been an entertainer.
5 seconds, 5 seconds, right? So guys, I don't know because I'm not just gonna say the man. Maybe the man have maybe the man have a career in some other place because I have a friend who DJ in the States here, but he's also an accountant, right?
I said to Ray that all the man does DJ and beauty pageant, nothing.
So anyway, let's leave it there. But Shirley, go ahead, make your point. Let's hear you. Why do you think Liberians are voting this way? About 50% of the lawmakers are not returning.
I mean, there is a good thing. First, I want to say thank you for adding me on this platform. I have been backstage watching all of you. You guys are doing an amazing job here. So it's great to be on here. But the people already expressed that they are tired. They are tired of people coming in and just thinking that our country is an elephant meat where you can just go and take piece of it and you take it just for you and your family, and the rest of the people you don't care about them. So Liberian people at this time, like, you know why we are tired going back to just living for just being poor, right? And then other people that just rich, only them and their family they care about. So I will say that it's a great thing that they decided this time that they're going to make sure that they vote those people out and they can put in the right people that are going to be there for them, because lawmakers have to be a servant leader. They have to be there for the people. They have to be able to speak for the people. They have to be able to make law that are in favor of the people and not just like, okay, I need to get my family rich and I need to get myself rich. So
now, Shirley, don't you think Liberians at some point, the electorates, get to slip off? They get to make some mistakes as well when they just vote people out simply because those individuals are not building the hand pumps and those people are not helping them to pay their school fees and maybe because another person came into the picture who's dishing out the cash across the district, and it get to put out this lawmaker who maybe was just a flow fighter, but not building hand pumps or paying school fees of people in the district.
So there could be, but however, with the 50% of the people that they took out are people that were in position that weren't doing anything. They were not doing anything for the people. They were just focusing on themselves. So the people like, you know why? We are going to use our vote to fight you. We're going to use our vote to get you out. We're going to put in the right people.
Okay, so with that, we'd like to go to the lines. Let's take a few calls on this topic. Let's take a few calls on this one. Mickey, I see your hand up, but
you got me to a lawyer again.
At this time of the show, I don't really see
law.
people in this corner. This side of the.
I just want to respond to something Sandy said.
You mean Shirley?
No, Sandy, not you, Shirley.
Okay.
You were talking about Bible. You were talking
Shirley,
about
that Coco Jimoko, you're not inside, you not know that. Sandy, I want to respond to.
Okay.
Sandy, listen, the quality of a candidate, especially for the legislature or the presidency, matters. You made mention of AOC. That's what you get when you vote somebody like AOC. This is a woman who doesn't understand a simple idiom that says you need to pick up your bootstraps. She doesn't understand that. She thinks it's literal. There's a woman who, I'm coming. There's a woman who said we should dish
Let's
our
not do that
house
here, man, Mickey.
and start using the train. But she's riding a 3-car Escalade SUV convoy. There's a woman who made outrageous statements. So that's what you get when you vote for somebody with that mindset. Somebody who just
Thank you. Dr. Kevin. Dr. Kevin, let's hear you. You want to make a point?
Amy, I guess you understand where I'm going.
I know. This mega boy we got to put in here.
All the panelists are making a point. And then my brother over there, Mr. Johnson, and Sis Amin, and the brother, what you guys have said about the quality of the electorate, those that want to be in position like those who want to serve in the House or the Senate, is a good point. But we need to go back to revise the Constitution. Let us talk about because if you want to change the legislation, you have some quality, then you go back. You can think about how to go back. But you can remember during Dothan in 1985, they had Dr. Kessedy, the founder of the Unity Party, and with Dr. Professor Sawyer, they all went to Banga and revised the Constitution of Liberia before they had an election over there.
Yeah.
And then, so another point to stress is that when you asked me the question, Mr. Kule, you asked me whether it should be a metrics for election when the people of the, let's say, people that want to be in the House, they will come and bring hand pump or they bring money. I think what should be the criteria is that it's qualification. And that should come only within the Constitution. It's the Constitution.
Now, let's end up on this note. Does the quality of leadership we have, especially at the level of the first branch of government, the legislature, is it a reflection of the quality of voting population we have?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
The Constitution is not an employer of the people, though. It's the people that are employers, not the Constitution employing them.
No, we're not going back to the Constitution thing.
The Constitution is the law of the land. It's the one that lead the people to tell you, don't go this place, go this place.
So let's go to the lines and take some.
Yeah, I don't want to start 10-second point. Nothing. As you die in the number, right? We all talking about. I know, right? Education is matter. Is one of the main important things. But when we look back at our history, what the guy named Tanapuri. I think we remember Tanapuri, the representative. Tanapuri was one of the representatives who put one of the highest vote. One of the highest law on the floor, right? And the people pass it. I think bills, almost 99 bills in the house. But you're not educated, so I don't know how that works. So you can't compare that way. You can't say.
So are you saying that the education and the professionalism that and and other folks are stressed
All
here
the
is
people,
not us.
all the people at Cal Green who educated the band there. Turnout poll was there in past 99 bills.
Yeah, but
499 bills.
Moriba, remember, Moriba, when you are elected, you have the opportunity to hire your staff. So you hire the expertise that will help you in that area.
Yeah, now we're talking, but okay, that's fine. That maybe
So
guys that don't
but
get be one of the factors.
then Sylvester, then you just you know
DJ
shot
Blue will hire the right
yourself in the
staff.
leg. You just shot yourself in the leg because
No.
you said that we shouldn't have someone like DJ Blue, for example, who is DJing, or you went on to speak of charisma as well. We shouldn't have these kinds of people wanting to become lawmakers. We should get the
Turnout
best
poll
of
could
the
not even
best.
speak English
But now
well.
you come back to say that these people hire they should hire the best expertise that will help them do the job.
Yeah,
so
but
which of the two are we going for, Sylvester?
But listen now, it doesn't mean you should be intellectually bankrupt. You should have some expertise while you hire other people in other areas because you're not going to know it all.
Yeah, but
and they are
how
not the
sure
one
are
who's
you
going
the
to
people
be
that
on
bring you on
committees.
board?
You are the one going to be on the committees, on the
But
various
how sure are you?
committees.
DJ Blue, DJ Blue, you know DJ Blue
No,
on
but
radio
guys,
station before
why-
FM.
why-
So he's a
why-
he well
why-
outspoken. So you can't dispute the fact.
Okay, so let's go to the lines. Let's go to the lines. Let's go to the lines.
Why Amara Kone right now? Amara Kone, right? Why is Amara Kone going to that Senate right now? Right?
Let's go to the lines, guys. Let's give the guys 10 minutes.
That's
to
a
make
plus
it.
for the Senate. That's a
Hello,
plus.
let's take this person. Hello, you live. We have the WhatsApp number on the screen, and the local line to call is 0555101075. Let's take this person. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You live. Your name and where you call from?
Oh, I'm Ben. I'm calling from Connecticut.
Okay.
I just wanted to anyway say hi to all the panelists sitting on the board there to make impact onto our country with all their brilliant ideas. But what I want to say, what make a country to develop, it doesn't mean that somebody had to have PhD before you can contribute to the development of your country. You only need the fundamental. If you have the foundation.
What foundation are you talking about? What kind of foundation? What do you mean when you say foundation?
Educationally.
Okay.
Educationally. Once you have to have PhD or master degree to have the impact on your country. So I've been listening to you guys talking about DJ Blue, talking about another person called Charisma. People like that, you be surprised. People,
just
give me
conclude,
a break.
Yeah.
Just give me a break. I just want to learn. People that you are thinking that cannot bring a better idea or brilliant idea to the table of the development of your country could be the best person that will develop the country.
Thank you.
Now, having said this, every country that are developed, even people that live in the developed world, they have to change people because everybody that are going to take seat as a representative or senator, they have their own developmental plan.
Thank you.
If the plan doesn't meet the criteria,
we'll have to hold you there, sir. Yeah, just wrap up. Yeah. So we take other calls.
Yeah, if it doesn't meet the expectations of the people, you vote and change that person.
Okay.
But equally so, that person have undertake some sort of development that is already been into the country. For example, George, we are already built a park, right? So whenever he leaves, those park will be utilized by Liberian.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
It is just not up to standard, but it's something that we can use.
Thank you.
You understand?
Yeah. Let's hold you there,
Thank
sir.
you.
We have just a few minutes. Please, as you come on to make your point, just go straight to the point because we have limited time for this. So we take other people on the line as well. Hello, you're live. Let's hear your name and where you call from.
Hi, my name is William Dennis. I'm calling from Kansas.
Okay, go ahead, William.
So I just want to make 2 points. The first point is you said we need experience in office.
Mm-hmm.
Now, every election is a job interview.
Mm-hmm.
If the person with the experience cannot sell himself to the people, what good is the experience? And most of them, they were in office.
Mm-hmm.
The people saw what they did. The people saw what they did. So if you cannot convince them, there's no way. The next point I want to make is that people are saying that the American lawmakers, they're better off. The American Congress is one of the most corrupt. I live in a red state. Most of the poorest places are where Republicans lawmakers are.
Okay.
But yet still people still vote them because they're able to convince them.
So with this
situation,
now, looking at the way Liberians are voting, about 50% of the lawmakers from the House of Representatives are not coming back. More than 50% of those who voted at the level of the Senate, who contested at the level of the Senate, are not coming back. What sort of message does it send?
It sent a message that if you're not working for us, we'll keep trying until we find the right people. I think Ami said we'll keep trying. Elections are all about try. Nobody's gonna solve our problem.
Okay.
Nobody should believe a politician will come and just change everything. We gotta keep trying and try until we find those who have the heart for the people.
Thank you.
The message that was sent to the ones that is coming is that if you try the Liberian people, you will be replaced.
Thank you.
That is true.
This person from this line.
That's so true.
055101075.
Well, 6 years and not 6 days.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you have 6 years to make things right. So the people can get you out if you're not doing that.
Okay, so let's take this person 05551011075. We take this person here. Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's. Okay, please reduce the volume of the radio or whatever you're using to monitor. Okay, so please reduce the volume of your monitor, and then you can call back. Let's take this person. Hello.
Yeah, calling from Monrovia. Well, I'm just to my point. I'm very disappointed in the manner to which the electoral results came out because according to you, the tally papers you had has Joseph Walker in the first round, and after the pronouncement by NEC that indeed we had the second round, I never saw or heard any protest from you complaining that the results that came out were not correct.
You said from me? You said from me?
Common information man telling you you need a recount.
Listen. Hello, sir. Let's get it right. You said you heard information from me that the election
from your team that you had tally papers to prove that indeed former Vice President Walker won the first round.
Okay. You mean you heard information from folks from the Unity Party that they have some issues with the results, right? They have tally papers, right?
No, I said the tally paper you claim have proved that President Joseph won the first, and Vice President Walker won the first round.
But I don't have tally paper. That's the point I'm trying to send across. I don't have tally paper.
Tally paper, the survey you conducted from the field.
Okay, sorry, I didn't conduct any survey from the field. So let's get it right. Hello, let's take this person. Hello. Sorry. Hello.
Yeah. Good morning.
Yes, go ahead. You're live. Your name and where you come from.
I'm Magic Mooney, calling from Panelists.
Okay, Magic, let's hear you.
Yeah, I think the problem of our lawmaker is that they are all poor, and then they only go into the house, into politics to enrich themselves. Okay. That's the problem. And then we need people who are already made. Like, you don't have it already. You go to the house, whatever bill come and what have you, and then it's easier to be proud. But if you already have, you made already, no one will be able to bribe you. And that's the problem we're facing right now. All of our lawmakers, president, our politicians, they are very poor. They only go into the house in the politics to enrich themselves. And that's it.
Okay, thank you. The man said the people poor that while they're doing the thing they're doing. Hello? Hello?
Huh?
Yes, go ahead. You're live. Your name and where you call from. You have to be audible a bit, sir.
Hello?
Okay, go ahead now.
Joseph Malo calling from Mike B.
From IKB, let's hear you.
I want to say thank you for this program. Always to this program. Now, I've been trying by all costs to get people to party to appreciate your support. So,
Yeah, your line is very low. You're coming in very, very low. Wow. Sorry. You can make some adjustment and then call back, sir. Let's take this person. Hello. 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 Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. How are you?
Yeah, go ahead, sir. You live. Your name and where you call from.
I'm Lamikane. I'm calling from Gambia.
Okay, let's hear you.
Yeah, the way the election is going, really, we are not really satisfied with it because the first day you guys were reading the results is different from now what we are talking about. So, which means that there are cheating.
Let me say this, sir. Let me say this. The discussion right now is about the results that are coming out for the legislators. About 50% of these, about 50% of those people, have been voted out. And what sort of message does it send? Have you been following the show, or did you
I've
just
been
join
following the show since the first day you guys have started.
Okay, so just speak to the discussion on here. We haven't got to that point yet with it, that whole election result thing. We're not talking about it yet. Let's talk about the legislators that we discussing now.
Okay,
Okay, thank you. Let's take the final person here. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. Your name and where you call from.
From Tuesday.
Yeah, go ahead quickly. Let's hear you.
Yeah, my concern. I always follow your show. My concern is not me. Or you're following the other, but I enter on the people where the archive police have.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, conclude now. Yeah, go ahead. You say your
yes, the other. On these people that I'm worried and I'm concerned tonight.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, please follow it up.
She want another outcome.
Yeah, we're gonna make some follow up.
You got people share at the place. Well,
no, but the last time I spoke, the last time I spoke with them. Yeah. Hello. Are you here? Are you listening? Are you listening, ma'am? The last time I spoke with the police officers, they said they found the road leading there, so they were on their way. And according to them, it was raining. That's part of the reason why they had to delay, because it's been raining heavily. So now they're on their way there. So we'll give you update on that before the end of the show. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you. Hello.
Yes, good evening. Good morning. How you doing, Nelson?
Yeah, go ahead, sir. Let's hear you.
On discussion right now you guys are talking about, I just want to say hi to all the panelists. It's just to say that if you're dancing to school, you have to score good grades and bring it back home for your dad to celebrate you. So all the lawmakers who was defeated, they are bad relationship to their family member. They did not need to treat their family good. So the result, that's why they were defeated. It's just common sense. If you treat your people good, you're good example, you get reward. So it's a clear message to those who are coming within the house that if you don't do your homework good, you come out.
Thank you. That's what you there. I think we will hold the course there and be able to maybe just wrap things up now because we're out of time. We actually intended moving to the next topic, but time is not much on our side. But in your closing, you could touch on the elections, the possibilities of a possible win for whichever party you support, your analysis on the second round. You could make some inputs on that as we will give each person 2 minutes to close up. on this one just before we go. But with respect to what we're just talking about, I think you see the listing there of lawmakers that will not be going back to the legislature. Speaker Buffer Chambers, the big man himself, the speaker, the first amongst equals, will not be returning. Representative Gray, Solomon George, CB Bashir.
Decorous.
Yeah, you gotta be decorous.
Don't be decorous.
Rostalin Swaggle, Dennis, Jimmy Smith, Johnson Gueglo, Maya Mobi Fofana,
Making no sleeping, making no sleeping.
Clarence Massaquer, Francis Nimale, BN Howard, Prince Tukpa, and all of those people represent Rogers Dumba, Edward Kafia, Vanny Sherman. Vanny Sherman has retired, right? He retired from politics.
Man, that's still real.
He got fired.
He retired. He win election, I think.
The old man got defeated before he retired.
And I'm retiring from politics completely. My disappointment is that, unfortunately, over my many years in politics, we have not been chosen. I don't know a single place I travel in Cape Town, 240 towns. Anybody ask me what I'm doing here? Not one person asked me. Nobody wanted to know what I had done. So you wonder why you come here? Nobody. And so I said to myself, if we are going to be that kind of country, then what will we be doing here? If the constituents don't care about what we do here. The other thing I experienced, and this is not my first time experiencing it, is that in our country we have what they call politics of identity. If the voter can identify himself with you, he doesn't want to know anything else. He doesn't want to know anything else.
There you have it.
No, that one
Get
is
your fist. They get your fist.
He's retiring. But
yeah, he
after
said,
you didn't win, I think I'm gonna retire.
did I just what he said that the people did not ask him what he did?
Yeah, what he's doing at the yeah.
Wasn't it supposed to be visible what he did? People didn't need to ask
no money.
No, he's talking about the at the House of Representatives.
How many town halls people can have?
At the Senate. He said the people don't get time for what they're doing there.
He had the audacity to.
And I'm retiring from politics completely. My disappointment.
They both fire you, then you say you're retiring.
My disappointment.
I wanted to take it from a point where he said, I'm retiring. I'm retiring. Did you guys get that?
Yeah, I'm retiring from
completely. Unfortunately, I'm not getting it from my end. I'm retiring.
Yes.
Political satire, if you will.
But Fakaba, it's like a company fire you, then you tell them say I'm resigning.
I'm resigning, like they already fire you.
They already fired you.
Why didn't the old man retire before the election?
He was trying his luck. Let me go and see him on the vote.
Oh my God, you can charisma. I think you don't come with bazooka.
Shameless old man for sure.
We're running a fire.
I am doing, guys.
How you doing,
Irisman, welcome.
Rescue daughter.
Interestingly, you're coming at a time when we are closing, but I think you do your
closing. It's not bad. Once I'm here, it's fine.
That's why we're not sleeping tonight. Thank you for coming here, Karen.
Nelson, what do I feel like they actually wanted to have a men's show today? I don't think they wanted to include a female because I came earlier. Yes,
no,
I think I just want to have a men's show today.
Don't accuse us.
You don't know. Give him problem. You left.
In fact, let me just let this out. There was one time, I think 2 days ago, I actually intended us having a female show. So female.
I saw that though.
So female.
We want that.
And what?
The social female that are going to moderate, right?
Nelson, This is what people been suspecting.
I know your whole intention, Nelson. You're not working here.
Okay, so listen, since you guys want to get me off track, let's do our closing. You want me to learn the thing I wanted to say, Sylvester? You are disrupting.
We already know, but not working here. Are you alone?
Only question I ask you. You say only female show. So who?
I'll put Mickey in the background for a while because these are the guys that are getting the show noisy.
Oh, you brought Ture next to me?
Yeah, Ture is next to you. Ture are best friend. Maybe next to you. Mickey get problem. Mickey get serious problem. You see the mayor. So
you put me in between Mickey and Ture.
Yeah.
One question
Can you put send it between Army and
you say you will have an all-female show. I say who will moderate the show? Madam Titi, the CEO. Because if the all-female show, you're not coming there, you will.
Hey guys, yeah, please do your closing. We gotta go. So let's start with Sylvester. Sylvester, do your closing.
You don't give me 1 minute to talk before you start with closing.
Yeah, but we're coming to you. When we get to you, you open and close all at once.
Today I didn't name Momo Jiba. I don't name my turn to Karishma. I didn't want one turn.
Okay, thank you.
Wow.
My first now.
I just want to have my great grand uncle that's saying he's standing from politics. I thought the people rejected him.
Yeah, anyway, it was a good show, gentlemen and ladies. We had a good time. You know what I was saying about the people who elect these representatives or senators are their employers. Okay. But it's one thing to know how to hire people, and it's another thing when you don't know how to hire people. They hire them based on hands out, based on who put the highest amount of hand pump, who get in a cup of rice every weekend, or who give them big promises. So based on that, they go for them. But then when it comes to a point, then it affects the nation at large. Because when these guys go to the Capitol building, there are various committees that they need expertise on to advance. But then you can't find people who are who have the knowledge to advance the legislature. If there's a concession agreement, let's say concession agreement, most of it when it passed down, then we start crying. Look at what happened in Bomi, in Kmart, all the concession agreement, even Asala Mitar, all those things, because there was nobody there who was sincere or who had the expertise to really advance based on honesty. So that's what I meant to say, that we need to hire people based on what they will go to the Capitol building with, not just on what we will eat today. Hempon. Sometimes some hempon can last 3 months. When it break. At the end of it, 6 years is not 6 days. 9 years are not 9 days. So when we're trying, it's electoral, man. And who else 6 years again before you try another person? It's just bad for us. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. So Mickey, you said you gave your time out to Karishma, right? Okay, so you're not talking. Thank you.
Yeah, and I gave my 20 seconds to Karishma too.
Which 20 let's take Ture and then we'll come to Karishma. You'll be live. So let's take Ture.
All right, Nessie,
we
thank you so very much.
Thank
you so very much. Thank you so very much for the continuous opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
I mean, you're not detailed. We're hearing the thing you're talking about.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Let's be serious here. For our democracy to progress, resemble countries that we aspire to be, the fourth estate has to be strong. You know, look, something that there's a trend right now from Front Page Africa. Front Page Africa, one of the premier newspaper in the country. The trend they are taking is troubling. It is absolutely troubling. And these are the gatekeepers of our democracy. These are the gatekeepers of our constitution. And when they start to actually propagate on behalf of government to smear political leaders that are not paying for space on their papers, and that right there is a problem. You know, when people say government is to serve, simple as that, not to get rich. Freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of information is a fundamental right, and nobody need to pay for it. That's why if you know you are in this media business for money, they can be like NPR, where every month you just go there, put donate to you. But if you start to take money from politicians to smear other political actors and actresses, that is a danger. That is a precedence that undermines the very foundation of our democracy. So we can't go forward as people.
Thank you.
I know very well we are going to a second round, but we saw what happening today. We saw why these media institutions have you know what? It's cool, bro.
Go ahead, talk about it, Teresa.
Charisma back. So Charisma, who can call you 3:30 in the morning? So
yeah, my man, I have been
So
there.
I got people buckle around.
The man looking for fresh shape. The man looking for fresh shape now.
You said people do what?
Fresh shape now.
Buckle around my office.
Tonight?
Yeah, right now I'm serious. Sylvester.
What happened?
Some kids from the community where I got my office buckle around my office tonight.
Say this morning. Wow.
Right now,
Yeah, and I think this is happening because it's raining here heavily.
It's
raining here heavily. You know, when it's raining, that's when the guys, get out there to do some crazy stuff because
I know he's asleep. I need to sit right in the living room with my pepper spray, my pepper spray.
A lie, you know he's asleep because you're in zero.
Well, what do you know? Pepper spray then. Come on.
Because you're in zero, you got liars in your pepper spray.
Guys, please leave that. Dr. Kelvin, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys very much. It's been a pleasant show tonight. On a serious note, our country is in dire need of us, all of our ideas that we put together here tonight. I think something that will educate our people back home. Like when we talk about those that are in the house and what they need for them to get into the house. I mean, these are something that they're supposed to know. When our brother talk about, you don't need to be too educated. It's true. You don't need to have a PhD or master to be elected into the house, but you need to have at least some qualification to get over there. Because when you get there, you have to contribute to society. On the other hand, concerning the election in Liberia, let me tell you something. Let us take into consideration when it comes to number. What most of us don't understand is data. The numbers don't lie. The number shows that more than 57% of the Liberian voted against this government. So we shouldn't be panicking around here. 57% voted for the opposition in total, altogether, the sum of it. So going forward, we should know that the opposition, they stand a great chance. So I thank you, and I hope to join you in future. I rest my case.
Thanks a lot, Dr. Kevin. Thanks for being here with us. And then we will take Shirley. Shirley, go ahead.
Okay, so we're doing our closing. Thank you so much for having me on. I want to talk to our Liberian people. First, I want to say thank you so much for knowing your right and for just standing for the right thing to say that I am tired of people coming into government and there to just make themselves rich, make their family rich. This time, you all was able to vote those people out, and it also sent a message to the people that are coming in. you need to know that Liberian eyes are open. If you are coming in for 6 years, you need to do something. Because if you come in for 6 years and you think you are there to make your family and yourself rich, they will vote you out. So becoming a leader, becoming someone who supposed to be in the government, you are there for the people. You need to be a servant leader. You need to serve the people. You need to put their needs first. And if you will do that, you will probably go to the second round. If not, you will vote you in as Liberian.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Sylvester can make plow on the show on the comment section and still making plow. Damn it.
Yeah, Sylvester on in the comment section. How will you be a panelist in the comment section?
Now somebody trying to accuse me.
Sylvester looking for an escape route.
No, somebody is trying to accuse me.
All around a place here for. Boom. We can't help you right now.
Go ahead. Let's get you
Now somebody accusing me. They just want to spoil the friendship between me and Charisma, and they know their friendship can spoil.
Oh, are you breaking your own leg now? Nobody call me.
No, their friendship, yeah, nobody can play with you.
Jealous
again.
It will not stay safe from what Charisma has for you tonight. So
now why I tell them I turn to Charisma for?
Go ahead, Cindy. Because the men right on the show, the men said people like DJ Blue and people like Charisma.
I think the man misspoke, but he couldn't retract it. He misspoke Charisma name. I can guarantee you. But I still don't know.
Don't speak for him.
I
Go
won't
ahead.
be on the show
Not
true. I don't want him.
You did that?
Not true. When Finny go by and listen.
Charisma, he misspoke your name, but we still want you to deal with him.
All right.
Guys, let's give Cindy his time. Cindy, go ahead. Let's hear.
Yeah. Deputy Speaker, please mute again.
You always want to be.
Mr. Speaker, please mute. Member, please mute.
No party.
That Friday the 13th, Emmy washing.
Officer, please mute. Thank you. Now that everybody's muted, let me speak to the issue. Look.
I'll mute.
We have laws in place in our country, but the implementations of those laws is the problem, the issue we have as a nation. We need a legislature that will ensure that we have complete separation of power. Our legislature, according to our law, has the power, the most power in the country to ensure that our country functions. But because most of them do not even know what they're doing there, or they are so corrupt, they allow the executive to run the entire country. So unlike Sylvester Johnson, who say that people that charisma with bright minds should not be in the house, I disagree. But what I'm going to say is this.
Oh, Sylvester.
Mute, charisma. Mute. I disagree. But what I'm going to say is this. We need to make the legislature unfavorable. Let us make it unfavorable so that the bright minds will go there with the right reasons, not to enrich themselves. Let's pay those people less according to their work. In countries like the United States, you pay people according to their work. You don't pay people because they have certain title. John Brown don't show up to work. He only go there one time to cause mine, cause power, fight their friend there, disrupt the house.
Are you talking about Representative Yeka Koluba?
I'm not mentioning no name.
Okay,
go ahead. Okay. But no, seriously, pay the people less. Pay the people less.
Sending the way we supporting Yeka for the speaker, and I will manage.
No, guys. Let's give Cindy. You have 20 seconds remaining, sir. Go ahead.
Start crying louder. Give my 1 minute back. All the disruption.
They gotta get traffic.
You your people control the people. Let me tell you. All of your mute.
But why is this issue? Why is this?
It was coming from Shelley. Thank you. So look, on a serious note, man, we need, and all of us here, I want to say this: we are doing the right thing. The Liberia we never met, our generation, we would live a Liberia that our children will enjoy, because we're sacrificing our time speaking to the issues and educating our people on the right thing. And we are going to, moving forward, Liberia will experience better leadership. It will start with the executive. Let us elect Joseph Yuma Boakai to replace Mr. Weah, so that someone with the experience, with the right plan to transform Liberia can come into place, respect the rule of law, and ensure that there is a complete separation of power, so that the people will do the right thing. And I mean, I agree. It's important to retain people that are doing the right thing. But when you are retaining people that are just there to enrich themselves, it's also wrong. So kick them out when they are not doing the work. Our people, our voters want the right thing to be done. It's just that those that represent them are not doing the right thing. And we all must hold them accountable in all directions, so that they will do the right thing for our people.
Thank you.
Charisma, don't feel sorry for Sylvester. He said terrible things. Thank you.
Okay.
Not true.
So Prince, go ahead. Prince. it's interesting how.
Listen, right? Somebody in the comment section say, "Hey, charisma here for you." Then I tell him, made a comment. Please leave me. I'm not talking to you. I said nothing.
It's interesting how Sylvester attacked DJ Blue. Then he came to attack his fellow panelists.
Qualification. Honija joined the memo. You want put fire in the people camp.
All right, guys. The same from the onset. I said.
Where are you coming from?
I'm from office at home now.
Just stay home. Don't come.
No.
You home now, you can go sleep. Just stay home. Go sleep. I send your message. I say go sleep. Go sleep.
I'm not sleeping right now. I got 2 hours on the computer, so I'm not sleeping right now. You see,
go ahead.
The reason why one of us on this panel said that because the Liberians that we elect, they are poor, so when they get there, they're enriching themselves greatly. That's reality. That's number one. And from the onset of the discussion, I did spoke about Akara's Way. Akara's Way were in district. I mean, in Barnesville. Every day he was coming to where I was, where they get. Until afterward, he left from there and then came to public office. And he never treated the people right. So, all those that are leaving, I say it again in my opening comment, that Liberians are driving to that route little by little. They will elect you when you're not doing it for them and doing it for the community. Imagine if a representative, maybe you got 10 or 15 seats or 25 person to employ in your office. Even from the community that you're from, when you take even 20 and take 5 your people there, at least you have created a job and feeding for the other family that is behind there. Because the man get job, his cousin, his nephew, his uncle, we have something to eat. Now, and when you know, I was in Ghana for a decade. Before you become lawmaker in Ghana parliament, you should have, even in your where you from, you might have had schools, hospitals, and know the role that you playing within the community. But Liberia, if you put me there just in one room, when I will get 3 girlfriends, then pay 4 houses, and buy 5 cars, before I start thinking about you. That's the whole scenario in Liberia.
Damn, Prince, you buy 3 girlfriends?
No, I'm saying something. I'm married with 7 kids. One of my sons just came. He just came today.
You go explain tire, no evidence.
So what I'm saying is that until those that we elect to the House of Parliament know what they went there for and know why they are there, they will all be removed every 6 years. And that 6 year tenure is too long
We pray for JMB to gain power so that at least we can call for some referendum for the Senate and the House of Representatives. Now, in closing, no, my man, I will not be here all day, Nancy. In closing, is that my people are begging you again. Please, on the 7th of November, go back, pull out, and let us do this. This time, there's no more appetite. I said the men are ghosts, and everything attacked me while I said the men are ghosts. There's no more appetite. There's no whosoever. All you got is only JMB with number 1 and 2 men. Today, I must commend Honorable Dara Dillon. I must really commend Honorable Dara Dillon. He really pleased the people and the people of Liberia today by clearing the airway for the people of Liberia. So my Liberian people, we here every day, every night to give you the education that you need to be able to change this government from power, the terrorists from power. We tired. I resolve.
Thank you, sir. So Ami, you can go. Where is Mickey?
So,
Deputy Speaker.
Yes, sir. So, I want to start with was it a lady, Nelson, I called with a robbery?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope they're doing okay and there's nothing bad that happened to them. And this is the reason why we're here every evening to talk about, changing what's going on in our country. No one on here hates Josh Weir. We like him as a soccer player. That's his area. You can't be in a country that you're not secure. That's not a life you're living. To be in your own house and have someone, they're hearing you talk, they're hearing you scream, but yet still they're still brave coming in. All you had to do is just say who's there, and it's supposed to be running, right? But that's that's not what's going on now. They are so emboldened because they know there's nothing, no one is doing anything about it. That's the situation that you have on your hand, and that's what we're talking about every day. And for the brother that called and said, "Oh, they told us they had tired sheet now," it's like they cheated, so I'm feeling this way. Yes, we all were, but should we dwell on that and say, "Oh, we're just gonna sit there now and let George Weah, God forbid, let me knock on wood, stay there for another 6 years"? No, we can't. There's always been one general and then a runoff in Liberia. We were just hoping that it would be different this time around. However, it wasn't. God knows why. But you still have another chance. You can still go and make that JMB presidency become a reality by going on November 7th and electing the same enthusiasm you had when you got out that Tuesday morning, October 10th. Build up that same awesomeness and go back. If you felt like you were cheated, show them that no, you will not cheat me. This is what I said I want, and that's what it's going to be. And you're not going to change it. Vote overwhelmingly this time around. There's only two candidates. You have a woman and a man, which is George Weah and Joel Howard Taylor, and you have two men, which is Uncle Joe and Jeremiah Cohn. They are number 1 on the ballot. Go and check it. Put your thumbprints in there. Make sure you're doing it right this time. That no one will tell you your vote is invalid. Vote number 1. Vote to free Liberia. Vote to get Liberia security. That the president will not tell you to be your own security, because that is his number 1 responsibility to have a security for you, not the other way around. Not him having 25, 35, 50 armed men around him 24/7. Then you are vulnerable. That is not what's supposed to be happening. Change it. Don't let anybody tell you. Everybody that's telling you that it's all good are people that are getting little change here and there from them. or some soccer fan that can get over Judge Weah being the greatest soccer player. Yeah, he is. But being a president, that is not his thing. He can go. Our country is going down the drain, my people. Let us save it. If we're sitting over here, I have my kids over here. I've been here forever since I was little. I have my kids. I could choose to stay here. But no, I don't want to do that. I want to come home. And I want to be able to walk in the street without being afraid that someone will come to me to want to harm me. Because I'm coming from what? Abroad. I may not even have money. But because I come from abroad, they think I'm rich. You understand? So if we're here and begging you for your own, I can choose. I'm an American citizen. I can choose to stay here. But it's for your own good first, before ours. So please forget about what they told us that they had title sheet or they didn't have title sheet. Go and do your part this time around.
Thank you.
Vote number one. Vote JMB and Jeremiah Kun on the ballot.
I never
Let's
knew.
So I mean, taking extra time. I mean, you
All the
had
time telling
jacking,
thank you.
you
I
had
never knew I
jacking
was
our
muted.
show. You taking extra time.
Namaste.
You went extra 15 minutes, and you just. But
I'm
listen, we
third
have a
in
good news.
command. Okay, I gotta use my leverage.
We
Deputy
have a
Speaker.
good news. The good news is that the police was able to make intervention. They got there though late, but not too late. They were able to make one arrest, and the rest of the guys ran away. So I must say kudos to the Liberian National Police for that. Despite the challenges, they were able to swiftly address the situation, and I think that's how important the coordination is. Yeah, if we can have our folks reaching out, especially on the late night show like this, we are here. We here all night. It's almost 4 a.m. here, so at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., that's when all the bad guys go around and do the terrible things. So we're just a phone call away, and we appreciate the LP for responding as well.
Thank God.
Karishma, you can go.
So I
And
didn't,
then,
I didn't laugh today, right? No problem.
no, you're not doing closing today. You're not doing
No, I
closing
only want to
today.
emphasize on the voting at all. That's why I try to educate our people. That's the thing I want to talk about.
Okay. So they already know.
Vaya, huele charisma toba.
Oh, you
Karishma,
said
go ahead.
I will be with you today.
Why
So
you worried?
don't be worried. Relax.
Ya
So let
huele
me
charisma
first say
toba.
good morning
Wait
to
a minute, I'm
everyone
Man,
from
man,
our
go sleep.
area. And wherever you are watching from, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. It depends where you are watching from. Thank you, Nelson, for having us here today. Thank you for putting the energy every night. So I'd like to give my little view on a few of the things we discussed today because I follow. And one of the key one happens to do with our people voting people into the parliament that are not competent, people who has no vision. Some of our people are already they are failed in their life. Let me put it that way. If you are electing a 45 years old guy, Nelson, you are trying to distract me.
no, no. Ture was sleeping on camera. I thought to highlight it, but it's like he.
That is
Yeah.
so not true, Nelson. You thought, make
Just
him
want
talk.
to distract me, Nelson. Nelson, people
Okay,
are
Karishma, you have
But
your
that's
2 minutes.
Sylvester, they're
Go
laughing
ahead.
for
not
hours.
2 minutes on Nelson. You have to give me small time to talk. I really want you with Sylvester.
How
Oh, big
Sylvester,
old
they're
big
laughing
boy.
for hours. So
All right.
charismas are talking to me, they're laughing. They're fresh air and fozo.
So they them not laugh.
Mickey, don't get in our friendship business.
I beg you.
He let problem. He let trouble,
So
Mickey.
it is true
Guys,
that
we have less
Uncle
than
and
2
Nephew
minutes.
can
We
go
have,
one
we
way.
have less than
Uncle
2
and
minutes
Nephew
to
can
be
go
here.
let me
one way.
learn small, then we get.
Yeah, we have less than 2 minutes to be here.
So our people, we you can blame our people too much because a lot of education needs to be done when it comes to the rights of the people. That's why the other time when I was here, I spoke about us having civil education being very important that it should be brought back through the curriculum for people to know their rights as a citizen, as an individual. So based on that, how you intend to vote leaders in. And these are some of our mistakes because we always put people in who are coming to just enrich themselves. If you vote a 45 years old male or 45 years old woman who is still struggling, that have not achieved anything, that don't have nothing to bring to the table, they are definitely coming to take what they can take to go and make the table. And that is to settle themselves out because if 45 and you add 6 more years to that, that's around 51. And you know very well that that person is not going to be thinking about what the Liberian people need. They're going to be thinking about how they can settle themselves because they don't have anything else remaining. They're not sure after that 6 years that the people will re-elect them. So that's our people should be able to make decisions based on policy competency. So like when I was doing my campaign, it was based on my experience, based on what I was coming to the table with my skills. So I've been in the telecommunication industry for over 12 years, working as a network engineer. And I did hacking and all computer. So there's a lot more to that. And then coming in, I'm doing 2 masters. I have achieved. I've traveled the world. I have my stuff set up. So definitely I'm just coming because I want to see change for my people. So when we have people coming into the parliament with a kind of mindset, they have a vision for the people. Our people should go for it, not to go for the bag of rice and the barrier and the t-shirt. And that is one of the things that is affecting our democracy. Is the mind of our people still needs to be molded when it comes to education, being educated on what is best for them, what is right. And we're not going to get there now, but it's going to take time. So we can't also 100% blame them because that's the society we find ourselves. Even for voting, if you see the number of invalid votes, that alone should tell you that people are not educated.
So
And then
that's
I
why
was,
you're paying paper. You're supposed to be taking notes. Why
and
the way
then
you're taking notes?
Sylvester, why you come on here today?
Why are you not taking notes, Sylvester? Write her qualification down.
So guys,
Now, see,
so
that 1 minute, I just want to ask Sylvester. Sylvester, why you come on in today? You say you want for all the
okay, so let me just lay out. So Sylvester's point was we need people who have some solid professional backgrounds to go at the legislature, not people who are DJing, people like DJ Blue, people like Karishman or Woki Dolo who are into
So I don't want to show the end play the man. You want to show the empower.
Yeah, so I'm quoting Sylvester, right?
I meant to say Woki, don't money. I meant to say Woki Doro. I will call your name. I will
But listen,
also graduated from the University. She
but
has a
let her deal with her Miss I. She's our area there. Let her stay in her area.
No,
you see that? Nelson, you see the excuse that Sylvester giving? Another excuse ANC people are giving with Appeton on the ballot. And the other
so let me say this.
Let me say this. Encourage my son to see.
So but let me say this. Sylvester, on this platform, you just made me shame, Sylvester. You made a lot of folks who follow you so much. I mean, I don't know how to term it.
What did I
do? You said you didn't take in anything. You were in your right mind. You were very sober. You said that people like DJ Blue, Karishman, and Woki Dolo, they should not be thinking about going to the House of Representatives. But then in no time, you've seen Karishma, she smiled at you. Now you're changing it. You say you didn't mean Karishma. What did you mean to say?
I don't mean Sylvester that is seeing smart and carry mobile local.
Nelson,
anyway, guys, we gotta go.
Nelson, I would like to do my closing now. I think I just broke it in between. So I want to urge the Liberian people to come out because sometimes because of lack of information, our people will feel disenchanted, and some of them might not want to come out to to vote for the second round. And I want to encourage every Liberian to have that energy, that zeal to come out on November 7th. And November 7th is actually my birthday.
Okay.
And I want them to come out because that day is where Liberia is going to decide. Meaning that is when we're going to elect our president. If you sit home, you're not going to be part of the decision making of your country. You're going to be part of the problem. You are giving George Weah the chance because those that believe in him will come, and that's what they're going to support. So what we believe in for change to make sure that Honorable Boakas becomes the president of Liberia comes November 7th. We need everybody to put on their boots and come out. The number is number 1 on the ballot.
Thank you.
You know, I'm not done, Nelson. Don't push me. You see right here. You see here, that's how the ballot is going to look. If you're watching us, you're going to have only 2 candidates. The number 1, the first line, the second line. The first line is Honorable Boakas, the UP logo. And then you're going to have Jeremiah Kuhn picture along with the Boakas picture. And there is a box there for you to vote, to cast a vote. You can either use a check mark or you can use an X sound. That's a valid vote. Or you can use your thumbprint. Please don't sign your name inside. It's an invalid vote. Don't sign your name. Don't put cycle and put number inside it. Follow the instruction as next says so that we have less invalid votes. The number is number 1, and we want to make sure that we beat CDC massively, that George Weah will cry while leaving power. Please.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nelson.
Alfred, what do you want to say? Why are you here?
I was in the church late.
Alfred's about to go to bed.
You know, when I don't come on a show to talk about Liberia, I feel sick. That's how Liberia is.
If I know how to rap.
They will spot for you every day so you can be sick.
You rapping something again. If I don't see you every day, I feel sick.
So that's why you're interrupting. You're interrupting.
I mean, why are you interrupting me for?
I mean, say Karishma say coming on this show frequently, Boba call you here.
Let me see. Oh wow, Moba, how you notice Moba call you here?
Ah wow, because you on the show.
Then you are putting your mount to Ray again.
Let have Alfred to come in. We have to go, guys. Alfred.
No comment.
Alfred, he didn't go demo on the whole show here.
Alfred, take 1 minute. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I apologize for coming late. Like I told you guys, I was traveling. I've been in transit today with planes, so I've been tired. I came to the hotel and very late, so I thought to take some sleeping in. I just fell asleep and then that's why I'm
here now.
But however, Nelson, thank you for giving me the opportunity again to come and join the many voices, you know, about to talk about how we can remove this country or move this country from the hands of people who don't want to see the country move forward. Look, Nelson, these guys on this show here might pretend, but for me, I will not pretend. The pinch of the Liberian people, the suffering Liberian people will feel the pinch here. The amount of cost. I was just the last time I was talking about how much money people spend and people can be taking it for fun. I was just looking at my send wave. Send wave. I was just looking at it today. From June to now. I was looking at I don't know whether my phone can be able to show anything on it.
I mean, don't show all that thing here.
No, I didn't want to tell you, you know, from June to now.
Sylvester, behave.
I can't believe that I have spent over $9,000 just sending money to Liberia. I can't believe it. From sending 150 to 200 to 275, $300, $50, $25, $45, all that money. Over $9,000 just from June to now. So that's why when we come on this show to talk about how we want this country to be a better place, it's not fun. It's not fun. Do you know How much $9,000 have been spent? Just calculate people like Mickey, people like Ture, people like Prince, and my brother standing over there. I ain't want to talk about my brother Zoka and other people on this show, just on this show, that are helping people back in Liberia. So when we come here to talk about we want to move this country forward, it's not fun. The country too old. That young people come from out of high school, they don't even have the first job. That part-time job that will put them on their feet to be independent. They don't have that.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
So for me, I feel it because I live it. I live in this country up to all the wars I fought. My family directly got impacted by the war. I'm not joking. So when I come here to talk about Liberia, it's something that is dear to my heart. So I'm calling on our people. We should not make a mistake we made in 2017. Let us move George Weah. Nobody hate George Weah. George Weah did not meet our expectation. We who come from a poor background like Liberia, we wanted him to do better. That's why we voted him overwhelmingly in 2017. But he has failed us.
Oh, you're part of that.
George Weah became president. He started paying money for his head. He started paying BB houses. When he was playing for what he never did that. Look at the thing he's doing. His friends in government still, he can't say nothing.
We saw
he
it.
can't even talk to the people. He can't talk to us. When things happen in the country, George Weah keep quiet. He ain't here betting some of the bad things that happen in our country. That's why we are saying to our people, please, we beg you. Why we don't hate George Weah, but we don't want George Weah to be the next president again. Because the thing that his friends will do, it will not be easy. And he will not do nothing to them. Because we see it in the first 6 years. Joseph Yuma Bouaga is the alternative. Please, number one, go to that ballot. Don't be angry at what you did in the first one and tear in ballot people know. Put your hand in alley.
How you know that?
Put your hand in alley in and just dip your hand right there. If you can't read, just dip your hand right there, right to that box where you see Joseph Bouaga and JKK. And you be feeling with it. Don't be angry. Don't do nothing. Just do that simple thing for us so that we can have the plenty invalid vote again. We beg your vote right on November 7th so that we can all be, we can come back home. And my sister, was talking here, she's scared to come back home because she don't want to be working on Broad Street. Then somebody can start stealing and she get all the money in the world. They can start stealing from her, she gets scared. We are also having that same kind of mindset too. We don't want to come back home.
You scared of Zogo. You former AFL man, you scared of Zogo. Yeah, are you a bit former AFL man?
I told you on the show that Zogo can beat them.
Let me say this to you.
Anyway,
Nelson,
I'm just pulling.
I know you're kidding. I know you're kidding. But it doesn't mean because you are former AFL or you former army man, you can take the law into your hand.
Yeah,
no, you can't
right.
do that. I'm a civilian now. I'm a civilian now. The time I had the authority, the time the government gave me the authority to be able to do things.
You're saying we matter clear, we clearly check a lot.
Thank you, guys.
Why you getting fair there, but man? Why you getting fair on this room? Why a problem?
Look,
Nelson, you gotta let Moba speak today.
Oh, but wait, I can respond. You
Moba is not speaking.
I'm forgetting about Moba. Moba said he want to talk, and once it has to do with educating our people on voting, right? Nelson, he can be our enemy or program.
I'll voting card alone. I don't want discuss about your
list. Yeah. So Moba, go ahead. Take 30 seconds quickly.
All right.
So you decided to interrupt me. You don't allow me to close, right? No
all
problem.
My family, right? My brothers, my sisters, my aunt, my uncle, my mother, father, grandmother, grandfather, all of y'all in Bomi County, Bomi, Kidman, Bapolu, more especially Nima also. If you're on our voice tonight, please, you shouldn't give your card to anybody. The government now coming to you guys, giving you $50 to take your card and burn it because they don't want JMB to win. We are appealing to y'all. That voting card in your hand is a feature. It's a children feature. That voting card alone can make you it can make your children future better, and it can destroy your children future. So please, they will come with the money. They already get the money. Counties right now, as we're speaking, they're there.
I received a call from bombing today. They engaged 3 different people, and the people said no.
Good
3
job.
different people they engaged them, and the people said no. They're not selling that voting card, and they got angry. They were insulting each other, and the 3 individuals left. So I
Good for
appealing
them.
to my people. I appealing to them. Please, I will take phone and then make some call there, more especially the bombing kid now, because I got a lot of connection over there. I will make sure we educate our people. Let them not sell their voting cards. Because that's the strategy CDC using. They can't be up. It's not like you can't be your friend. Your friend sleeping there, you can't wait. You start knocking, stay on him. We call it man your fuel, one-on-one. Because you damage the country. So now the people turn their back on you guys, and you're here today. You're going around buying voting cards to destroy the vote of JMB. But we that on the radio land, we will not accept it, we will not agree, we will educate our people, we'll come here, we will say it, because it's the only way, it's the only pathway that Georgia want to get in power in lying. We will not accept it. And secondly, if you're voting, like players see that number 1, JMB and Jeremiah Kun is number 1. Use your finger, make sure you go around, because people are getting very say, Georgia do bad when they vote for JMB, then they boss Georgia Abba. They don't boss the Abba, you leave him.
Yeah.
Y'all don't boss the eyeball. The
Thank
only thing
you.
y'all do, y'all run the English are small. Y'all get a check mark. We beg you. Y'all don't make our vote to be invalid. Y'all make it valid. So we can take the net man from overall. They inept government. They incompetent government. They corrupt government. The government that kill our people day by day, hour by hour.
Tomorrow we coming back.
South.
Thank you.
Listen for tomorrow.
Okay, so we want to say thank you. We want to say thank you.
Nelson,
You know,
Nelson,
you
can
know,
I get
what's
one second?
the
No
Nelson
second
has
again.
sedition.
No, yeah, I just
Nelson
want to
has
say something.
sedition.
The stuff that Mauba just discussed is very important. If you can put it on the agenda for tomorrow, that
Yeah,
is very
so
important. I didn't know that you discussed something like that. That is very bad. Taking people, some people might think that you're trying to do good for them because they are hungry. People receiving $20 or $30 in the interior, that's a lot of money to them.
No, but when you
I
receive
said 3, I receive a call. 3 people
money,
never accept
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm saying. So they don't know the implication. Maybe
And
they're
I was
not
like,
telling you
wow,
they will not give
$50?
you the card back. Maybe they are telling you, give me your card, and on a voting day, you come to this location, we'll give you your card, you go and vote. So the information might not be getting there right. So Nelson, I think it's something that we can put on the agenda for tomorrow to discuss.
Certainly.
Don't let nobody take picture of your cards. Don't let nobody take
We will
picture of
have
your card. Don't let anybody
I
take
want to say
picture of
thanks to
it.
you
Don't let anybody
guys.
take it.
Adios.
Tomorrow,
let,
come on
let,
the
let,
first
let me
topic,
say
that topic. Nelson,
let me
the
say
first
thanks.
topic.
Let me say thanks to the Liberian National Police again.
Yeah.
For the swift intervention.
I mean,
At
the
a
people
point
job, we keep taking
we were
them, doing all that
we
thing.
were
The
all
people job.
discouraged. No, Moba.
You still have to
We
say
were all
thank you, Mama.
discouraged. We were discouraged at a point, especially when the armed robbers broke in, and after making a tent for almost an hour, and we kept sending out the SOS call.
That's just sad.
But now the police was able to intervene. We understand there was an arrest made. Stephen J. Latrue of the communications department there at the Liberian National Police. He answered the call. He's on duty now. I want to say a very big thank you to you if you're listening, Stephen
Great job.
J. Latrue. Thanks a lot. Thanks to the entire team there at the Liberian National Police. Yeah, it can only get better. Despite the challenges, you were able to respond. And so, again, I think we had a great show. I want to say thanks to everyone. Thank you to Ray. Thank you, Alfred. Is there anyone backstage? No, I don't think so. Thank you, Prince. Thank you, Karishma. I see Sylvester back. Sylvester, why are you always backstage? You in this.
You gotta bring that. You gotta bring that article for them man. I was
You pushing me too much.
Let me teach me how I can do that thing.
Hold on for so. What
is that?
For the callers, and
Sylvester, you're in. Sylvester is relegation zone today, my man.
Esta mañana, adios.
Sylvester in relegation zone today.
Guys, we want to say thank you, man.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to use
Sylvester, you're not apologize to me.
Don't wait, let me talk now. I would like to use the platform to say thanks to Ami. The suit arrived today. So thank you so much, Ami.
Oh,
Thank
did you get
have on
it?
your suit first before you can say thank you publicly?
Which suit arrived today?
Nelson, stop
the
that.
inauguration suit. You clap for her now. You clap for her.
Ame man can me. Be there, you clap for her. You can't handle charisma issue that the Ame man will have to go in handle.
Claude, why are you trying to put saying this man, Kyrie?
They ordered me. Why you know that?
Guys, I want to say thank you, man. Thanks to everyone who have to.
I beg you to discuss our voting aspect tomorrow, please, brother.
I'm waiting for Cindy for the shoes.
Sylvester, you not apologize to me.
But why you call your
Hey, man.
When I say
charisma, no money people.
I go ferry. And not because charisma I come my head. So forget
I
that.
never said that because I only ask you a question. Why you explaining?
Nelson, tell them, oh yeah, let me tell you good night, good.
Oh, good night, Nelson.
The disturbing good night.
Yo, good night.
Good night, guys.
You got energy, oh, you got serious energy. I know you can be tired too, right? See, I very sleepy.
Baba, what's the name of that energy drink?
Wow.
Red Bull. I do need to send Nelson some Red Bull.
But they got muscle in that, bro. They got a muscle energy drink, like, bro.
What's that?
Monster.
They call it monster.
No, I don't think so. But the Red Bull is dangerous, though. It's not.
But even the monster, nobody should drink that nonsense. I don't think they're not correct.
All of them, those energy drink. If
let me tell you, right? How much is on the market right now in Liberian? It expires.
That's it. You go sleep in.
How for the drink? It expires.
We gotta wrap up now. Thank you.
Good night, Colette.
And yeah, thank you, Charisma. You came to church late. You want to delay in service while service already over. You can delay.
No, today we're not even going to come on because the network here, because of the rain, the internet was fluctuating. Yeah, I told Mo, but it came on.
One quick story, guys. When I went to Liberia in March, doing my classes online, I took my one class online because I was traveling. When I got there, I bought the internet, the router, and everything. Every time I opened my computer, it would just be spinning like this. Spinning like this. I'm like, what is it?
Miami.
When you come this time around, you have a good. What I use at my house is very good. It's from, I think Nelson is from Telecel.
Oh, see, when they took me to Lone Star.
Yeah, they got good network.
Yeah. So thank you, guys. Good night.
Thank you, Nelson, as always.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, looking for the button. Well, folks, we want to say thanks a lot to everyone tonight for joining us on the late night show. You can come back tomorrow. Join us tomorrow for another presentation of the program. I'm Nelson Colette. Thanks to the entire team. Until we come away again, have for yourselves a good night. Let's remember Liberia is all we have. Let's remember to keep the peace. And bye-bye for now. Bye-bye for now.
Yes, I, a special one from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, right at the South Band, James on the beat.